Tulsa, 26-7. Let's dance, Taylor. You know what I mean? Let's dance. All right, what's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. We got Sunday Night Foosball over here, you know what I mean? We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And who are we pulling for tonight? I think we'd have to check the records on this thing to figure this thing out. But I'm kind of like low-key. I don't usually use the term low-key. But Baker Mayfield, I kind of like watching Baker Mayfield play, you know what I mean? I can't help but root for him a little bit, you know what I mean? And Matthew Stafford used to play for the Lions, so I automatically don't root for him, even though I think he's a good fellow, you know what I mean? Have a good time. Just don't win football games. But here we go. They're going to get this kickoff from the goal line over here at the 15-20. He's going back to 25 to about the 28-yard line. Is where they're going to start this thing off from. Here comes the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you know what I mean? All right, here we go. We got Philly ball in the building. How we always miss the kick. Dude, I was here for the kick. Dude, I saw the kick. What you missing?
Yeah, we were here for the kick.
I was here. We out here pulling for the Rams, says Robert. To the 29, that's where they're going to start this thing off. So what are the records, Vinny? I'll pull up the records. Let me know. What are the records for these two? Oh, actually, they probably have them right here. Tampa Bay 6-4. The Rams are 8-2. So, you know, mathematically, as an NFC fan, you want to root for the Bucs over here. We're going to have a run over here about 5-6 yards left side by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm rooting for the Bucs, dude. I'm just going to put it out there. Devontae Adams obviously playing for the Rams. He's having a time. But I think it's better for the Packers, too, that the Rams lose this thing. So I'm going Bucs because, you know, Baker Mayfield, dude, he's fun to watch. 64% completion. I missed that whole thing right there. I was going to tell you some information, too, but it's gone. 2nd down and 4. Here we go. I got some prize picks we're going to talk about tonight, too. Maybe I'll win. Who knows? 14-20 in the first quarter. The game just started. Here you go. You don't need to know all that. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Quick pass right side, and that's going to be almost a first down. He kept it moving over there, but that's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and very, very short. You know what I mean? Look at this. Kevin just became a member. Shout out to Kevin over there, baby. How we doing, Kevin? You know what I mean? Appreciate you. You're all right, Kevin. You know what I mean? You're all right. Here we go. I think this is going to be a good football game. You know what I mean? Going to be a good football game. Here we go on 3rd down and 1. What are the Bucs going to do? They got Mayfield's going to be under center. He's got a man in motion. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to run this up the middle, and that's going to be good for a first down. There we go. First down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and there you go. One more time. Just can't remember. And you could become a member, too, on YouTube. You know what I mean? You could do that, too. I appreciate you, Kevin, over there.
Here. This is for Kevin. Here we go.
Yeah, we got. Hey, that's all. All right. I thought some good things happened. All right, here we go.
We only have so much in the budget. Yeah, sorry.
The budget's low over here on the Matt Ramage show. Here we go. Inside 13 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Bucs are going to be in shotgun. Baker Mayfield. Now he puts a man in motion. He's going to be play action, looking to throw, rolling right. He's got time, looking downfield, doesn't see anything. He's got a little circle button action, and it's going to be about a 2-yard scamper over here. Little scamper. Evening, bro. Go Bucs. There you go, Rick. What is up? How we doing over here? And Phil Boy says, I like me some scrappy Baker play. Makes you like him. It does. I like how he plays football. You know what I mean? Travis says, you ever wonder why offensive linemen wear condoms on their helmets? I'm not sure that they do. I'm not really sure what's going on here. All right, here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. It's 2nd down and 7. They're at the 42.5-yard line. A lot of motion back there, you know what I mean? It's going to be a quick pass left side. He's going to find some room over here, and that's going to be just short of the first down marker. I don't like that play call. You know, the Packers do that type of stuff. I don't like it, but worked out for them right here. And here we go. Jesse says, I'm pulling for the Rams because of the legendary Mr. 17 Devontae Adams. They have a great game. I hope he scores 3 touchdowns for me because I have him in my dynasty league. So that's the real reason, Jesse. That's the real reason, Jesse. Now we're finding the truth. Here we go. The Bucs are going to run this thing up the middle. That's going to be a first down. That was 3rd down and 1. Here we go. I'll love the Devontae Adams, you know what I mean? He yelled at me one time. There we go, Kevin. You know what I mean? There we go, Kevin. They are going to run a shotgun handoff. Oops, that's us. Rick says, hey, Matt, nice win today. Defense was stellar. Bears had that horseshoe up their ass again today. It seems everyone they play has their starting quarterback out. Yeah, that's the thing with the Bears. You know what I mean? Here we go, Baker Mayfield looking to throw it. He's throwing it deep. He's looking for the whole thing. Oh, incomplete. Defense came up and tipped that ball away, but I like the aggressiveness. But yeah, the Bears are in first place right now, and that's fine. Let them have a good time. Let the Bears fans enjoy it. But, like, dude, everyone knows what's about to happen. They have a very tough schedule coming up. The Bears ain't doing nothing. The Bears they're not an issue. They're top of the NFC North.
Well, this is great. We're getting the inside
You
scoop
know what I mean?
here, fellas.
They're gonna celebrate. Here's the thing about every week I post the NFC North standings. Every week I've done this since week 1, and the Packers led a lot of those weeks. And we got to play coming up over here. We'll talk about this first. 2nd down and 10. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. What do the Bucs got? They're going to hand this thing off up the middle, and not a lot there, dude. That's going to be about a 2-yard gain. But I post the NFC North standings every single week, and when the Packers were on top, which was a lot of the time, everyone's like, oh, you guys are celebrating. You guys are bragging. I'm like, I literally just post NFC North standings. I don't have any comment about it. I just post the standings because I'm a Packer fan. I post Packer stuff. So why wouldn't you post the standings every week? You know what I mean? But when the Packers are on top, it's like, oh, why are you bragging? Blah, blah, blah. And now the Bears are on top. And all the Bears fans are like trying to dunk on me. They're like, oh yeah, who's on the top? Who's number 1? What now? And it's like, bro, like the season isn't over, dude. Like, yeah, good job. I mean, that's where you want to be. But like, it wasn't no celebrating for me, I guarantee it. Here we go, 3rd down and 9. Baker Mayfield's going to be back to throw. He's looking, he's rolling right. He's got pressure, and he's rolling. Oh, is he going to run with this thing? No, he's going to get rid of it. And to nobody. Incomplete.
Oh, you almost had
I like
it.
the effort, though.
You got to be quicker than that.
I like the effort. Here we go. Let's see what else we got going on here. What's up, Eric? He said, Packers looked very solid in the second half. Defense did their job. People talked about the offense, how they're being real conservative. I saw someone on Twitter say this, and I absolutely agree with it. Like, this isn't the game to complain about that. They were conservative because the Vikings are trash. They didn't have to get all crazy. They won convincingly. They were never, besides that first, I think, the field goal, the Vikings took the lead. Packers were in control of that game. Here comes the punt. Are we going to have ourselves a return? Fair catch. He's going to catch this thing about the 19-yard line. But the Packers were in control of that game, so the conservative complaints doesn't really apply to this game. I feel like I think they handled it right. But, in previous games, absolutely. But, yeah, Packers look solid there. Second half right there. Philly Boy says that was the Notre Dame fireworks yesterday. 70 points after 49. They are like John Candy in Vacation. Sorry, folks, park's closed. Out of fireworks. There you go. That was a tough one to read for me. I've been drinking a little bit, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. Here we go. Matt, the only guy that can watch us and the game at the same time. You know what I mean? I stay dialed in, baby. You can't. We're having a good time. What's up, Dylan? He said, hey, I have a Nicolet Law koozie. They were handing them out last year when I went to a game. You know what I mean? I got these. Dude, they send them to me. I lose them, I get new ones. Dude, yeah, they're always handing these things out. This is a good koozie, too. Mine's white. Mine's been through some stuff, you know what I mean? It's been through war. It's been through some stuff. Been through a lot of live watch parties right here, you know what I mean?
If that koozie could talk.
You know what I mean? Good thing division titles aren't won in November. Calm down, Bears Company. Dude, that's exactly it, dude. I mean, it's good to be happy. It's good to be like, hey, we're where we want to be, where we expected to be. You know what I mean? You're first place in the NFC North. Have fun with it, but don't act like, it's over. You know what I mean? There's a lot of football left. But, enjoy it. But, like, all this talk about, like, yeah, look who's in first place. When before you were telling me to calm down when I was talking about the NFC North standings, even though I wasn't bragging about the Packers being in first place. I was just saying that's where they are because it doesn't matter beginning of the season, middle of the season, none of it matters. But you want to be in position. You want to be in those right spots to make a playoff run, to get like good seeding and all that stuff. But the Bears have a tough schedule. So do the Packers. They're in a similar situation, you know what I mean? Every time Adams steps on the field and catch passes and touchdown, he is always carrying the G in his heart. Got my Devontae Adams Rams jersey on for tonight's game. There you go. Represent it. Devontae Adams, good dude, great wide receiver. You know what I mean? Here we go. You take what the other team gives you, and that's what you try to do. That should be always the rule. Sometimes you got to take what they don't give you, though. You know what I mean? PSA, the Bears still suck. They're going to get dealt with in 2 weeks. Yeah, they're going to get dealt with probably next week as well. They're going to go on a...
Bears still suck.
Yeah, that's good. You know what I mean?
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
All right, that's enough of that. You know what I mean? I got to preserve my energy. We got a lot of those going on tonight. Jesse said the Vikings had minus 1 yard the entire second half. There was no reason to do anything crazy on offense. And then that's exactly it, dude. There's a lot of weeks where you can complain as a Packer fan about the conservative play, but I think in this game it was the right play. You know what I mean? Here we go. 10-10 to go in the first quarter. It's first down and 10. The Rams are going to start this thing off the 20-yard line. Stafford's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to run it left side. Nothing there, big boy. Nothing there. Defense shoot on that. You know what I mean? Micah and Wilson dual MVPs. I could get down with that. You know what I mean? David said it's too much to ask Nakua to catch 4 touchdowns tonight for my fantasy team. I think it might be. You know what I mean? But here we go. Stafford's gonna be back to throw. He's got time, clean pocket, gets rid of that thing. It's gonna be completed for about 2 yards though. Not a lot there. Rick says I live here in Chicago. Most of my friends are Bears fans, talking all kinds of crap about the Spirits radio station are really talking crap, saying 2 easy wins coming up against the Eagles and Green Bay. Delirious idiots, dude. Yeah, let them have their. First of all, that's what radio does, though. They really think they're somebody. We have a Bears comment coming up right here. Johnny Boy says, getting back to a Packers fan comment, Bears have played a soft schedule, but we have played the exact same schedule as the Packers. Yeah, just wait and see what happens. Here we go. That's going to be a catch by the Rams over here. I got sidetracked over here. Is that Devontae or is that Nakua? I forget if he gave him his number or not. That's going to be a first down for the Rams. That was Devontae Adams over here. But yeah, the Bears don't worry me, dude. They don't worry me at all. You know what I mean? Celebrate, enjoy. But the Bears ain't doing anything. Here we go. Big time catch for Devontae Adams over here. Can't wait to see reality hit the Bears fans and right in their face. It's going to happen. Here we go. First down and 10. Stafford's going to be under center, play action, looking to throw. Toss a little screen pass right here. He's got a little bit of room, and that's going to be about an 8-yard gain over here on first and 10. It's going to be second down and a couple over here. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend, from Kyle. Hey, happy Thanksgiving from me to you as well, Kyle. You know what I mean? I'll be right here live streaming. I know a lot of people are going to be hanging out with their family or whatnot. My family doesn't like me that much, so I'm going to be live streaming. I do work till noon on Thanksgiving, so I'm going to be a little bit late. We're going to have Vinny hold it down for the first 20 minutes or so. And I assume this game starts at noon, but maybe they'll have some extra stuff, so I might not even miss much of the game. But we'll see. Here we go, second down and 3. Here we go, Stafford's going to be under center. What do they got over here? You got a man in motion. They're going to be play action, looking to throw. Pushes it downfield. That's going to be completed. That's he's at the 40, 35, 30, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds. That's Nakua, baby. I like that, dude. Hibernation is coming indeed. You know what I mean? Bears fans about to find out. There we go. I like him. When I was playing Madden back in the day, I was the Rams. I think I was the quarterback. You know what I mean? 'Cause I like to be my own dude. But Nakua was a dog, absolute dog. Is Vinny still up top on the pick'em? Hey, Vinny, I'm gonna let you talk to him.
Well, for a short time today, I was by myself at number 1, but no.
But where are you right now?
I dropped to number 2. That's the first time I've dropped out of number 1 in quite a few weeks. Yes.
Yeah, here we go. Stafford out of shotgun. He's got pressure. He goes down for the sack.
But
so
you know
what?
what?
Vinny is now in second place in the pick'em.
But you know what, Matt?
I didn't hear no bell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It ain't over till it's over. But I'm still gonna laugh at you a little bit. And it's funny. I'm laughing at you from like 100th place.
It's not tomorrow, Rock.
You know what I mean? There you go. Kyle was at the game today. That was a good one to be at, you know what I mean? Lambeau Field against the Minnesota Vikings. Those are good games right there. And then to win how they did, you know what I mean? Good weather too, you know, nothing crazy. Here we go, 2nd and 20. Stafford's going to be shotgun, back to throw, quick pass left side, trying a little screen. But the defense was all about that, dude. And he didn't get much on that. That was to Nakua. A Bears class is predictable. They about to get smacked upside the head. And they have a tough schedule. Like they got, I forget who they have next week. The Eagles. They have the Eagles and they have the Packers. Like they got some stuff coming up. Packers got a tough one too, and that's what it is. We're going to find out who's for real. Stafford throws it right side. That's going to be completed to Nakua on the sideline for a first down for these Rams over here. But yeah, we're going to find out about these Packers and these Bears. We're going to talk. Matt have talked Alex S. I'm not really sure what we're talking about here. But I do. That was a nice route by Nakua right here. Got both feet in. That was good to go right here. Bears going to face an angry Eagles team next Friday after blowing that game today. Yeah, dude. Eagles are going to light the Bears up, dude. I'm telling you. Here we go. Nakua, 3 catches, 52 yards. Stafford's going to be under center. They have about 16 yards to go to the end zone. Nakua's going to fake pitch this, or not. Stafford's going to fake pitch. Now he gets it off. That's going to be a first down. He's looking for the end zone. Does he get it? No. He's going to be inside about the 1 yard line. I believe. There you go. About the 1 yard line they're going to be at. How do other teams make 3rd and 13 look easy? You know what I mean? Dude, that kills you to it. As a defense. I think J.J. McCarthy was scared of Parsons. Thank you, Jerry, for the best defensive player in today's NFL. You know what I mean? I had some guy in Jersey tell me that he wasn't that good. And I tweeted that out, and people were like saying, like, you know, I don't think people said it, but people probably thinking it wasn't true. But Kevin was there. He was there. We were talking to some guy in Jersey, and he was like, wanted a picture of the hoodie. Of the thank you, Jerry. But he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter anyways because Parsons isn't doing anything in Green Bay. I'm like, all right, bud. Is he asking about Alex Stroff? You might have met Alex Stroff, you know what I mean? Alex Stroff's the man. Oh, yeah, there we go. Alex from ESPN Radio of Milwaukee. He's a good guy. He knows football. He's entertaining. Good friend. I consider him a friend, you know what I mean? I don't know if it goes both ways, but he's a good guy. Here we go, 1st and goal. And Alex Stroff is very, very good at what he does. I think he's probably the best person on ESPN Milwaukee. And I'm sure they got good people. I don't listen to the radio all that much, but he's a dog. Dog, ruff, ruff. Here we go, 1st down and goal. Here we go. Give thanks to Jerry before your Thanksgiving meal. You know what I mean? Here we go. Stafford's going to be under center. Ball at the 1 yard line. 1st down and goal. He's got a man in the backfield. Now he's got a man in motion. Back to throw. He's going to do a little fade back in the end zone. Devontae Adams. And is that going to be a touchdown? It is. Devontae Adams. How do you not celebrate for Devontae, though? Shout out to Devontae Adams over here. You know what I mean? Here we go. Scoreboard. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Oh, he was quick on it today. He was quick. Oh, yeah. This is different.
Well, this is the old version.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I still remember this one.
That, you know what I mean? That's why I like that when it's a struggle. I like to see it fumble around a little bit. You know what I mean? But there we go. Devontae Adams. Touchdown. Let's see what Jesse says. J.J. McCarthy put up stats that are pretty much the worst in modern history, like Josh Rosen's numbers are better. Here comes the extra point. I like that. You know what I mean? And that's going to be good. Good extra point. 7-0 ball game for the Rams and the Bucs. Dude, they got some, you know what I mean? They got some stuff. They got work to do over here. You know what I mean? Remember, Matt, the Bears still suck. Go Pack, go. Absolutely, they do. All right, we're at the first commercial. So we're going to commercial. I got to use the bathroom. All right, but absolutely, I agree. But we'll be right back. At the twilight's last gleam, and bright stars through the perilous fight. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly sweet, and the Rockies ran the line, bursting in air. They gave proof.
through the night. That our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled
That was a good time right there, dude. Kettle of Fish in New York, dude. Great Packer bar. That was a good time right there. You know what I mean? Here we go. We're gonna have ourselves the kickoff. He's gonna get this thing from just inside the end zone. He's gonna touch back that thing. He said, "What's going on here? I guess we better stand while the music is on." No, that was from the Giants game. Vinny put that video together. But they're showing the replay here, and just a beautiful touchdown right here to Devontae.
Yeah. I just thought it was a nice touch, and the guy sang the national anthem absolutely
Yeah, he killed
outstanding,
it.
in my opinion. That was
The national
an
anthem-
awesome job.
You know, that was one of the great ones that I've been a part of. It was cool. Minnesota has been ruining quarterbacks for over 50 years. It's draft, develop, destroy, then go after a 40-year-old veteran quarterback. That's the cycle. Here we go. The Bucs over here. Mayfield's going to be under center. They're going to hand this thing off, run it up the middle to about the 40-yard line. About a 4.5-yard gain on that thing. You know what I mean?
Minnesota's where great players go to die.
You know what I mean? After they're done with their Packers career, they kind of head over there. I think Aaron Jones is one of the few that went over to Minnesota that was actually still good. He still got it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Aaron Jones. Robert East. That's a conversation. I don't want to get involved in other people's conversations. We're eavesdropping at this point. I'm just kidding. Here we go. 2nd down and 6. Baker Mayfield's going to be under center from about the 38.5-yard line. Got a man in motion. They're going to try to run this thing again. Left side, not a lot there. They get inside the 40-yard line, but it's going to be 3rd down, probably about 4. Not a great play right there.
So, Matt, now that you've been to Giants Stadium, is there any other stadium in the league you'd like to go to?
I don't know. Not really.
Because I know there's a poster of you up at Soldier Field. You can't walk.
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
I can't even get in.
No,
I think Dallas would be cool because it's so massive and whatnot. And the Packers do so well there. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be bad to go to, but then you got to go to Texas. I'm just kidding. People from Texas, I'm just kidding. Here we go, 3rd down and 4. Here we go. Baker Mayfield back to throw, quick pass. That's going to be completed, and it's going to be close to a 1st down. What are they going to give him over here? Or are they going to call it incomplete? I don't know what they're calling this thing. Is that a 1st down? I think it might be. Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? Oh, yeah, Ryan Longwell did well in Minnesota, too. He was there for a while. But those are, I think, are the two. Jesse said, it's crazy that they had Randy Moss, Adrian Peterson, Justin Jefferson, and they still can't get to the Super Bowl. Yeah, dude, they had a quick pass left side over here, screen, nothing there, dude, chewed up. And they had Chris Carter and Randy Moss together at the same time. They had that offense was ridiculous. I think that was the highest scoring offense in the NFL history at that time. And they couldn't get it done, dude. The Vikings had some good teams. They're just, you know what I mean? Couldn't get after it a little bit, you know what I mean? There we go. I think we're in here. Oh, I think that's a private conversation as well. Here we go. 2nd down and 13. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They are at, where are they at? The 43-yard line over here. Back to throw. Quick pass right side to his tight end, and that's going to be completed. He kind of bobbled that thing. No, the Rams took it away, and now the Rams are running down the field, and he's at the 20, 15, 10. He gets blocked. Touchdown for the Los Angeles Rams if this stays. He kind of was trying to catch this thing bobbling, and that might be ball game. First quarter, there's your dagger. Kind of feel like if this holds, dude, that's rough. That's rough to come back from right there. I don't know what Stafford's doing right here. He's got a little... Is he a chicken? A turkey? Buck, 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 buck.
Chicken.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. He took it away from him, but I don't know. His knee was close to being... No, I don't know. I think... Matt, are you doing the Packer game on Thanksgiving? I am. I'll be a little bit late, but Vinny's going to start the thing for me. I got to work till noon, but I'll be there about 12:20, 12:30. So that was a crazy pick six. So yeah, come hang out Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Family, put it on the TV. Family's going to want to see me too. 15-1 with Culpepper, if I remember right, then fell flat in the playoffs. Yeah, they had a good team right there. So there we go. Extra points up. It's going to be good, and that's a 14-0 ball game right here. 1:42 to go in the first quarter. And there we go. And that was just a gift of a touchdown right there. True shame. Jefferson has wasted his early years at the poverty franchise. He deserves a better team. He absolutely does. And if he gets somewhere else, look out. Look out. It ain't going to happen in Minnesota, though. The confirmed the kick is good. Here we go. I'm gonna need another beer. So we're gonna go to commercial. We'll be right back, dude. Let's go. 14-0 ball game. Bucs gotta do something right here. You know what I mean?
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolet.
I like it a lot.
So 26-7. Let's dance, Henry. You know what I mean? Let's dance. All right, here we go. And Philly boy, I still see it. Darren Sharper was good in Minnesota before prison. Matt walks away before a good comment. He's like, dude, I had it in the chamber. He was typing away, and I walked away. He's like, oh. But no, that's a good one right here. All right, here we go. Baker Mayfield. Can the Bucs in this Baker Mayfield offense get back after it, dude? Big mistake right there. I can't wait for Love and Parsons to walk all over the Lions on Thanksgiving game. I want Jordan Love to go back-to-back years of getting his turkey. You know what I mean? He needs to get his turkey. Fox owes Jordan Love a turkey leg still. You know what I mean? They'll always owe him one. What's up, Luke? Hi, Matt. Where are you at? Where are you at the game today? Where do you work at? Got work on Thanksgiving. I work at a cheese factory. I wasn't at the game today, though. I did a watch party. Did the same thing for the Packer game. But I work at a cheese factory. In Wisconsin, that cheese don't stop, baby. You know what I mean? So we got to keep that thing going. But, yeah, I got still work. First down and 10. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left at the 35-yard line.
Matt's got to keep cutting that cheese.
You know what I mean? Got to cut that cheese, baby. That's going to be incomplete. Quick pass over here, but that thing popped up in the air. Yeah, that cheese don't stop. You know what I mean? Yeah, this Rams defense getting after it too, dude. I don't know. This might be a blowout over here. Not looking good for the Bucs right now. It's second down and 10. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. They got to do something right now. If they want to stay in this game, not let it get away from them. Baker Mayfield making changes over here. They're at the 35-yard line. Ball snap. Quick pass right side. Incomplete. Dude, what are we doing, dude? Bucs,
Oh, you almost had it.
you know what I mean? What are you doing, dude? Great game today. Go Pack, go. Yes, the Packers win. You know, I mean, the Packers defense allowing only 6 points again, if I remember right. Yeah, so Packers defense were getting after it. Micah Parsons, Rashawn Gary. That defense wasn't allowing anything. You know, Vikings had a little bit of run game going to start the game, but they didn't allow many points over there. So defense did their thing, offense did their thing, and here we go. Baker Mayfield's in shit. He's got a man to his left. Come on, do something. Make this game somewhat entertaining. Here we go. Baker Mayfield back to throw. That pocket's collapsed and he goes down. Sack.
Boom. He's on his back. You'll feel
the
that
Rams
one tomorrow.
defense is getting after it. They're doing a little dancing. They're doing a little, you know what I mean? They're getting after it. Who's hunting this week? Yeah, you got a little deer hunting going on in Wisconsin over here. I wasn't invited.
That defensive guy, he did his alter ego 9D1.
Need a Bucs win to muddy up the standings. You know what I mean? It's not looking good right now. Finally, Matt whips out the "What are we doing here?" I don't know. It's crazy, but here we go. Bucs get the punt off. They got the fair catch brewing over here, and they're going to be at the 28-yard line. Is where they're going to start this thing off. And so far, this game's looking like a stink fest. You know what I mean? Us Packer fans are so grateful for having Watson come back early and dominating because his original return game was Thanksgiving game. I'm so glad he came back early. Let us see greatness the last few weeks since his return. Cross my fingers we get Reed back for the Lions game too. Yeah, dude. Christian Watson, when he's on the field, it's a game changer. And getting Reed back whenever they do, hopefully they get him back for Thanksgiving. But that's going to be another game changer. If they have all their weapons on the field at the same time, dude, no one's stopping them. You know, obviously Tucker Kraft's over the year. That hurt. Musgrave is trying to do his thing. But, yeah, dude, Watson's huge. Reed come back. That'd be awesome. Got to keep pack that cheese. A Vikings fan, NFC North, not good. Win first round playoff. Packers more better than the Bears and Lions in playoffs, dude. Let's get after it. You know what I mean? Come playoff time, none of this stuff matters. Let's just stack some W's, as McCarthy would have said. Uncle Mo has shown up early for Rams Thanksgiving. It seems. Cherish little things. Absolutely, you know, cherish every win. Cherish everything. There you go. Tony. He says, since when does control and two knees down not qualify as a catch? Yeah, you know. I actually didn't look close enough on that, but
no, actually, I do agree. It looked like that was down instead of a pick six. It looked like his knee was down. Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying that like at first too, like was his knee down, but they didn't really. I didn't really give it a second look, but yeah, here we go. Hey yo, someone needs to check on Viking fans after that skull chant, Sally. Yeah, dude, that had to hurt their soul. And I haven't seen anything from Viking fans, you know, on social media, you know, after that game before this stream. I was looking; they weren't saying too much. They kind of got quiet. There you go. Jesse's diary is back. Take it easy, Philly boy. Take it easy over here. Here we go. We got ourselves a 14-0 ball game, and we're gonna see if the Bucs defense over here can show any life because they have to stop the bleed. We might just shut the stream down at halftime and go to bed. I don't. This game might get crazy. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We won't do that. It'd be funny how a game is so bad. We're like, we're done. Screw it. Let's go eat some macaroni and cheese. I disagree. Vinny, dual possession and what was originally ruled. I didn't look at it enough to know if it was like what it should have been. But you live in Green Bay?
But you know what?
Here by the Rams. That's be about 5 yards. Do you live in Green Bay? I don't live in Green Bay. I live about a half hour from Green Bay or so.
But you know what? Like Adam Sandler says, we have the microphones and you will listen to what we say.
We have the mic, dude. They can click out, though. Here we go. The Rams offense coming out here. Stafford. It's going to be 2nd down and 4. 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. They had to snap the ball. The play clock's at 8. Here we go. They're going to have a run. He's trying to cut it back. And he's going to get enough for the first down. I believe they're going to give him the first down there. Looks like they should. End of the first quarter over here. What's going to happen to Philly? That's kind of gross. Did you watch famous Jameis play tight end today? I did not. No, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. But they're at commercial over here. We're gonna hang tight. 245 folks watching live across other places. I appreciate. You know what I mean? We have one Twitch watcher. Is that who we think it is? I don't know. We're gonna find out. But here we go. I appreciate everyone who's hanging out with us. 14-0 ball game. Hopefully it gets a little bit excited. We need a little excitement in our life. You know what I mean? Because I hope it's not just a blowout. But look at this case commercial. You know, being in New York last week, I was thinking about this. We got a little winter coming up. I couldn't imagine being in New York in like snowstorms, like what the subway looks like salt and all that stuff. I don't know, because my wife was saying that. Well, we should go back someday, like for Christmas. I'm like, are you crazy? I feel like winter, like dead of winter, would be horrible. But here we go. Monday Night Football tomorrow night stream. We have the Panthers and 49ers. That should be a decent one. Maybe not, but hopefully the Panthers win that game. Screw the 49ers. You know what I mean? Jameis Winston caught a touchdown today, broke a tackle and ran it. Oh, I did not see that. I was looking at. We were kind of keeping tabs in that game, but I didn't get to see the game. We didn't at the same time. But yeah. So there you go, dude. Jameis Winston, I like him. I think he's a guy that you can root for. Obviously, when they were playing the Packers, I wasn't rooting for him. But Jameis Winston, he's a good dude. You know what I mean? He's fun to watch. He lost it. And I'm reaping all the... What are we talking about here? What's going on? Giants did a flea flicker. Winston went out for the pass, ended up rumbling and stumbling for a touchdown. There we go. There we go. Now you can bring that back up now. That video. There you go. Check out the podcast, the Matt Ramage Show, everywhere that you listen to podcasts. Apple, Spotify, all that stuff. You can scan the code. You can go to my website, themattramage.com. Find all the places that you listen to podcasts, and I'll be there. You know what I mean? Check it out. Subscribe, follow, all those good things. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't see that play. I didn't even see the clip of that flea flicker. Usually flea flickers are all over social media. I was looking a little bit earlier. I didn't see it. I'll have to look for it. But there we go. Sunday night foosball right here. 14-0 ball game. What is this, crab legs? Get out of here. Here we go. The Giants are the first team this season to be knocked out of the playoff contention, too. Oh, I didn't see that. That sucks for them. Vinny started with the wedding singer quotes. Blame.
Well, this is great. We're getting the inside scoop here, fellas.
I am glad Packers and Bears game time got changed to 3:25, Week 14. How New York Packers play. Very good game today. Yeah, dude. I might go to that Packers Bears game at Lambeau. Thinking about it, you know what I mean? 2nd down and 9. Here we go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. Back to throw. Quick pass. That's going to be completed. He went up and got that thing. And that's going to be about a 6-yard game. But I do think that Packer-Bear game would be a good one to go to. Probably not a cheap one to go to, though.
Yes, this will get Philly going. They were cones.
What the hell are you talking about?
They were cones. Anyways.
2 weeks from the day the Bears get dealt with. Absolutely they do. But here we go. 3rd down and 3. Stafford's going to be in shotgun, empty backfield. A lot of pass catches on the field right here. He's back to throw. Clean pocket. Gets rid of this thing. Completed. It's going to be a 1st down. 1st down for the Rams. And their offense just seems, dude, like, I don't know. The Bucs aren't going to be stopping his offense.
Dude, Stafford is clicking this season.
I mean, he had a clean pocket there. You know, he had a lot of options. How are they going to cover everyone? You know what I mean? I'm a diehard Pack fan. I'm not ashamed to say I'm more nervous for the Bears game than I am the Lions game. I wouldn't be. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it, but the Bears haven't really beat anyone. Like, you know what I mean? Dude, Stafford 11-11 right here. 1st down and 10. Here we go. Stafford's going to be their little pistol action over here. They're at about the 43-yard line. Back to throw. Stafford's looking. That's going to be complete on the sideline to Davante Adams for a 1st down. But the Bears, you know, if they beat the Eagles next week, then I'll start talking about it. I'll start worrying about it. You know what I mean? But until then, the Bears, you know, they're winning some football games, but I'm not impressed. You know what I mean? I'm just not. Hey, Ramage, happy Victory Day. You know what I mean? Tomorrow, Victory Monday. We got Victory Monday tomorrow. You know, we got the Victory Monday merch. Go check out theMattRamage.com. You can check out that Victory Monday merch. That's good stuff. I can't find mine. I have to buy a new one. Here we go. 1st down and 10. Stafford's going to be under center. They're at the 29-yard line. He's going to be play action. He's rolling left. He's looking. He dumps it off, and that's going to be incomplete. It would only been at like about a yard gain anyways. Bucs are no match, so obvious. Rams pedal down. Yeah, dude, the Bucs just, I like the Bucs. I don't like them, but you know what I mean? I like Baker Mayfield. Like, they're fun to watch play. But, yeah, they're not getting after it. That Matthew throw to Tay earlier over the shoulder in the end zone brought back Aaron and Tay Adams' vintage memories. Yeah, that was a great just fade route. Great pass. Like, that was a beautiful play right there. 2nd and 10. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Play action. Tosses a little screen pass right here. He's got some blocks in front of him. That's going to be a 1st down to about the 15-yard line, maybe inside the 15, dude. And the Rams got it going on. We're about to see a clinic here. Okay, I got to ask, have you tried leaving a note for your wife like what you left in New York hotel? Might make a good reel. I don't know. I don't think she would think it was funny, you know what I mean? Sorry for all the beer cans. She knows where I'm from, so I'll just say, sorry for all the beer cans. I was drunk. Here we go. 1st down and 10. Stafford's going to be under center. They're at about the 15-yard line, just shy of it. I think a touchdown right here. No, they're going to hand it off up to middle. He's going to make a guy miss. He's going to get a 1st down inside the 5-yard line. And here the Rams are on their way. Soon to be 21-0 is absolutely right. He's trying to get me in trouble, dude. 1st in. Dude, that was just a great run up the middle, dude. No one touched him till that 2nd level over there. Here we go. Stafford's going to be under center from the 5-yard line. He's got a man in the backfield. It's 1st down and goal. Oh, they're going in the air. Fade, but to Nicolet. Missed on that. We should have taken the notepad from Stanford home with us. Yeah, we should have taken. They probably charged us like $100 for that thing. What's up, Coots? You had a great time in New York. Good for it was a fabulous time. It was a good time. We saw all the stuff, you know what I mean? We were at the, you know, I was actually watching Home Alone 2 yesterday for a little bit because I wanted to see some of the spots, and we've seen a lot of those spots. We were over there, you know what I mean? We were getting after it. Stafford's going to be under center. 2nd down and goal. They're at the 5-yard line. He's got a man in the backfield. I feel a touchdown, bro. And here, play action. Stafford's rolling to his right. He's looking for the end zone. He just tosses this thing, gets rid of it. Nobody was open. And it's going to be 3rd down and goal. Puka Nakua. Are you saying? Am I saying it wrong? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, Davante Adams looks like he got a little banged up a little bit. Oh, no, maybe not. He just got his visor dirty or something. Adams has 3 catches, 28 yards, and it's Teddy. It's 3rd down and goal. Stafford's going to be a shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They're at the 5-yard line. Can the Bucs defense hold him here? Can be a pass, a touchdown in the end zone. That's usually where you get them. And that's going to be a 20-0 ball game. And the Rams are making this game not fun. 12-play drive, 72 yards, 5:02 off the clock. And that's a big-time drive right there. Oh, look at the big man spike that thing. I love throws to Adams' feet. Yeah, that was just a good play right there. Am I going to be shunned for saying that I'd rather have Emmanuel Wilson play on Thanksgiving? Yes. Josh Jacobs is a dog. If Josh Jacobs is healthy, he's a big part of this Packers offense and a big-time leader as well. But I think Emmanuel Wilson definitely has his place. But here we go. Extra point is up. It's good. 21-0 ball game. Matthew Stafford with a nice pass right there. Good catch. Good offensive play call. All the good things that you want, right? This game might be a joke, you know what I mean? All right, we're at commercial. We'll be right back after these messages.
When a potential client would say, why Nicolet Law? It's the people here. The cases are personal to us because we know they're personal to the client. Here at Nicolet Law, we are in your community and we're here to serve you.
Alrighty. And absolutely, Kevin, Fox better have a turkey leg ready, dude. They better, because remember when Jordan Love, they got stiffed on that thing. We're going to have a touchback over here for the Bucs. But they better get it ready. Jacobs will go on Turkey Day. Ain't missing primetime turkey eating. You know what I mean? Josh Jacobs is a big part of this Packers offense, too. I mean, I get Emmanuel Wilson. He's good. He's legit. He should get more opportunities. But Josh Jacobs is that dude running the rock. You know what I mean? Josh Jacobs was scoring and going for 50-plus while hurt. Give me a healthy Jacobs all day. You know what I mean? But here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be under at 35-yard line. I'm almost giving up on this Bucs offense over here. It's 21-0 ball game over here. They're going to hand this thing off up the middle. He's going to get about 4 or 5 yards. He's still going. About 4 yards on that, maybe 4.5. All right. But, yeah, the Rams looking good right here. Baker Mayfield, June 2000, kind of hit the reset button for me, yeah. not looking good right now, though, for you, Tara Baker. Imagine naming your kid Baker. Like, you just have, you're like, hey, he's going to be a baker. That's what he's going to do. He's going to bake a lot of stuff. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield. Come on, let's get something going here to make this game entertaining. Pressure immediately. He has nowhere to go. They just dumps it off, throws it to the dirt. And, you know what I mean? I'm almost rather see pigeons over here. What we're watching right here is just bad football. There's a flag on the play here. Now it's taken away. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what, the little flag thing came up and it went away, so I guess there's no flag. 10 minutes to go in the second cut over here. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at the 39-yard line. Can they get something brewing right here? Baker Mayfield back to throw. He's got pressure. He runs it up the middle. Is he going to be able to get enough for a first down? He gets to about the 50-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. Baker, you're going to have to do it on your own, baby. You're going to have to do the whole thing. Let's go. Should have been grounded. I don't know. I think he had a guy over there, didn't he? Yeah, pocket.
Yeah, Philly, I'd have to strongly disagree, Philly. There was a guy in the area.
Yeah, I think there's a guy in the area. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be shocked, and he's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to bounce this thing. Nowhere to go, dude. About a yard gain. Everyone disagrees with Philly boy. Vinny's over here dying laughing. Here we go. They're huddling up. Oh, Chris Collinsworth over here. Looks like the same since forever. I don't know. He's kind of getting old. He might be getting old, you know what I mean? 280 folks watching live. Oh, 278. Two people are like, that's enough for me. Here we go. Baker Mayfield's in shit. Good. He's got a man to his right. Second down and 9. He's back to throw. Tosses this thing. That's going to be completion, but not much there, dude. 2 or 3 yards is what it's going to be. Said sick Vinny, he threw it 20 yards short. I don't know, dude. I mean, I didn't see the replay, but
well, it depends on what angle you were looking at the play, you know. You know?
Stop messing with him.
I appreciate him. He
Here we go. Third down and 6.
Philly's a good guy.
Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Can they get, dude, they need a first down right here. This game is going to get ugly. This game is going to get ugly right here. Baker Mayfield changed some stuff. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. He's looking. Oh, the pocket's collapsing. He's got to run for it. And he puts his whole body on the line, and that's a first down. Baker Mayfield isn't sliding for nobody on 3rd and 6. That boy's good. That was a nice little scramble. Dude, when he scrambles, dude, he doesn't care, dude. He's like, I'm getting the first down, and you're breaking my leg. I don't care. One of those things are happening. That was a good run right there. Vinny versus Philly Boy in a steel cage match by season end. Book it. Right? They're going to have to scrap at some point. Here we go. First down and 10. Baker Mayfield will be back here. They're at the 41-yard line, dude. They're trying to go for the whole thing. They're going to run left side, and he makes a man miss, bounces off him, and that's going to be a nice little 8-yard scamper. And this is where you go, Bucs. Let's make this game entertaining. You got to get fired up right here. You got to get something going right here, baby. Let's go.
How about you?
Cowboys won just like I called it. There you go. I mean, you're going to win some once in a while, you know what I mean? Second down and 1. 6:45 to go in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield's going to be under center. All right, this is a little... Let's see what they got over here in 2nd and 1. Looks like they can be a run. And that's what it's going to be. I'm so smart. He's going to run first down. They're going to be at the 20-yard line right there. You see that? That football IQ I got? That looks like a run, dude. And that was a run. Xavier McKinney was right when he said in his interview that that the picks will come. And the picks sure did come in today's game. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we go. 6:02 to go in the second. Kata first down and 10. 21-0 leads are not safe. I don't know. They got to show me a little something. They got a drive going right here, though. Here we go. They're going to pitch this thing. He's looking. He's running left side. He's got some blockers in front of him. He gets tackled by the one dude that could tackle him. That was horrible play, dude. Like, you had straight blockers. Just make one guy miss.
I was
like, hey, we'll block everyone, but that guy, you're going to have to make a miss. It's like, yeah, I'm going to run right into that man.
I was just thinking Matt's going to say something about that one guy.
Look at that. All these blockers, and the one guy just goes low and gets them. Like, he's going to be so mad watching that film. You know what I mean? What's up, United Bates? Go, Pack. Go, absolutely. You know what I mean? Trick plays not tricky. You have to make that man miss sometimes. You know what I mean? Here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. It's 2nd down and 4. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's dancing around. Throws it in the end zone. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, baby. And they on the scoreboard, baby. Let's see Philly boys scoreboard. There we go. The Bucs make something happen. 10-play drive, 65 yards, 5:43 time possession. There we go. And now we got a little something going on over here. Make this game watchable a little bit. That was a nice catch, too, because that was definitely contested. That ball was, I wouldn't say, it might have been a little bit late. You know what I mean? A little earlier would have been all right. But, yeah, I think Baker Mayfield's got a shoulder injury, though. He's grabbing at his shoulder right there. So, we're going to see right there. Let's run right into the player. That was extra points. Yep, it's going to be good. Yank. Almost got me on that one right there. You know, right in the old forehead. You know, there. Kick, yes. I like that. Kick, yes. They kick balls sometimes in football. You know what I mean? But here we go, 21-7 ball game over here. They're a commercial. We're going to hang tight. 294 folks watching live across all the place. I appreciate you. And what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about today's game? Oh, we got Joey in the building over here. What's up, Joey? He says, Matt Ramage looks sexy tonight. You know what I mean? That's just always. You know what I mean? That's just how I roll. All right. Trying to make it weird. All right, so let's check out the scores for today. 30-24, Seahawks over to Titans. I can't talk. Titans are just trash. You shouldn't even be that close to them. You know what I mean? 23-10, Ravens over the Jets. 28-31. Dude, the Bears snuck away with that one. That was a theft as far as I'm concerned. Browns beat the Raiders 24-10. Everyone's going to be excited about that. Eagles 21-24 to the Cowboys. Dude, losing to the Cowboys. I can't imagine. I mean, I can see tying them, but, like, losing them is crazy talk. You know what I mean? Colts lose 20-23 to the Chiefs, dude. The Chiefs came back in that when I watched that overtime. And then, obviously, the Vikings got slaughtered by the Packers. Giants 27-34 to the Lions. The Giants gave that one away, too. You know what I mean? And the Patriots 26-20 over the Bengals. Jaguars 27-24 over the Cards, and the Falcons 24-10 over the Saints. A lot of those games are like, who cares? You know what I mean? But yeah, those are your scores. Oh yeah, we got our prize picks over here, Bruin. You know what I mean? Let's see what we got over here. We got Kyron Williams. I should check my app over here to see like what the progress is on this. Let me just pull this up real quick. Oh, look at that! I hit the wrong button. Oh, what's going on? Oh, hang on. Oh, I gotta go all the way back out. What's going on? Okay. Hang on a sec. Oh, yeah, here we go. Stafford, 264.5 passing yards. I took the over. He's at 140. Kyron Williams, he needs 61.5 rushing yards. It's not showing. It's showing 1 yard. Is that correct? That can't be right. You know what I mean? Nakua, I took he needs a touchdown. Baker Mayfield, passing touchdown. I took the over. He got the touchdown. And Baker Mayfield also needs 243.5 passing yards. I don't know. It's saying 22 on my phone, so I don't know if that's accurate. Hope not. But, and then Cade Otton. I need him to do 37.5. I don't think I'm going to get it. But it's fun to look at. We're going to find out. But anyways, let's get to some chat over here. Is it true New York smells like piss? Honest question. No, I don't think so. I don't think New York really smelled at all. Like everywhere I was, I mean, it didn't like, I don't know. I wasn't walking around like, oh my God, it stinks over here. Like, no, I never seen any of that. But I was in Manhattan a lot of the time, you know. I wasn't like in the slums or anything. But here we go. We're going to have a fair catch over here in the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown or touchback. Let's talk about Matt's first and second flights, what was that like for you? Like, taking off is like the thing, you know what I mean? Because they like taxi around and they're like driving around. Like, you don't really know. Like, it's not like they're like 1, 2, 3, go. You know, they kind of just like drive around and then all of a sudden it's like, and it's just like, you're like, it's like faster than I expected to go. And then they like turn right away. So like you can like look out the window and like see the ground. It's like, why are you turning so aggressively right away? Let's just, you know what I mean, get ready, get steady, you know what I mean? But it wasn't that bad though. The flights weren't that bad. There was a thing, you know what I mean? Especially on the way back, there was some guy that was all mad because our flight got canceled and we got delayed, and so he was like the whole time just yapping. He was a Packer fan too, you know what I mean? He's coming back from New York like me. But here we go, quick pass left side. That's going to be completed for about 2 yards. But yeah, the flight was cool. Oh yeah, Kevin, he posted a video of takeoff. He was recording me during takeoff. My face got a little...
Actually, on that video, the Thank You New York, you actually see them taking off in the plane. And if you watch just before it fades out, if I play it again, look at Matt's face before it fades out, because he kind of has that oh crap look on his face.
Here we go, dude.
Yeah,
because once they put that thing in like full throttle, you're like really not expecting it to be just like so much. But here we go, Stafford play action, looking to throw in the middle of the field. That's going to be completed. Big play, and they're going to be inside the 40-yard line. That's Puka Nakua. There we go. New York smelled like skunk even in the ground. Dude, I'm telling you, if New York smells like anything, it's marijuana. they be getting after it. It's legal there. Like everywhere you go, like I was in Manhattan, I saw an 80-year-old lady just sparking up. It was awesome. I'll get after it, you know what I mean? Now, here we go, Stafford. He's going to hit his man, middle of the field. That's going to be a first down. That's a big-time play right there, you know what I mean? I like him. He's good. That was a nice little sidearm pass by Stafford right there. I don't know if that was necessary to do the sidearm thing, but he did anyways. Karen, what's up? Do you think Steelers would have won if they had let Rodgers play even with his injury? Just curious. I think they'd had a better chance. I didn't watch that game at all, but I think if Rodgers is on the field, I think it's, you know, they play better. You know what I mean? But, you know, it depends on the injury, you know what I mean? If he wasn't going to be 100%, you don't want that, especially if he can get re-injured. But here we go, Stafford throwing it for the end zone, and that's going to be Davante Adams. Touchdown for the Rams, and Davante Adams keeps running. He's just going to go right down the tunnel and go home because they don't need him no more in this game. This game's a wrap. He's coming back. There you go, Davante Adams. It's always good to see him ball out.
He's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Drive. Get out of here. Loved meeting you in New Jersey. Defense looked damn good tonight. Ready for that 1-2 punch of Jacobs and Wilson on Thanksgiving. Hope you have a good Turkey Day, man. Hey, I hope you have a good Turkey Day as well. It was great to meet you too over there in Jersey, dude. Jersey was cool. Meeting a lot of, I met a lot of cool people. I think New Jersey people, like the way they talk and like the way they are it's just awesome. Here we go. Extra points up. It's gonna be good. No, but like, I like how Jersey people like just I don't know. They're fired up. They're good people. Here we go. Davante Adams touchdown scoreboard. I'm way behind in the chat over here. You know what I mean? But yeah, Davante Adams, always good to see him flourish. You know what I mean? 28-7. I was hoping that this was going to be a little bit closer of a ball game, but here we are. You know what I mean? All right, we're at commercial. I'll be right back after these messages. You know what I mean?
Through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly sweet, and the Rockies ran the line, bursting in air. They gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Bears suck. The Bears still suck.
That was good stuff. Yeah.
Just as it fades, your face goes, oh, crap.
All right. Now, hey, this is the money right here. You know what I mean? It's about to go down. Going 91 flights down will pop your ears as much as going up. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Those elevators we were on. But here we go. We're going to have a kick return over here. But a Bucs, he's going to get to about the 20-yard line. But yeah, dude, my ears were popping on elevators, bro. It's like they were talking about airplanes. But, yeah, ear situation, it was all right. But what's up, Johnny boy? He said Rams are on fire, best team in the NFC. Now tonight they are. They're getting after. They're 8-2 right here. They're absolutely dominating the Bucs right here. They're not letting them do nothing. 28-7 ball game, not competitive at all. We stepped out on glass over an edge of a building. Yeah, we did. I got pictures of that. That was wild. I think everyone there was like on a date, but us. But here we go. First down and 10. Baker Mayfield's going to be under center. Ball at the 20-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to run this thing left side. Not a lot of room there. The Rams are all over that. That's going to be a loss of a yard, dude.
So, Matt, you said that after going to the bars, Kevin tried taking you down like some back alleys that you probably shouldn't have gone in.
I don't know if it was back alleys, but...
So, like, did you almost have to, like, fight your way home like the movie The Warriors, you know? Like...
No. It was just like, hey, let's just walk faster. That's all we were in. But what's up, Bill? He said, great time meeting you at Kettlefish. Dude, I will say, dude, the people I met at Kettlefish were fantastically awesome people. That's such an awesome bar. If you're ever in New York and you want a Packer bar, Kettlefish is the spot. Here we go. Baker Mayfield going to be back to throw. He's running out of room. Time. He's going to toss this thing left side. Makes a man miss. That's about 3, maybe 4-yard gain on that. But yeah, dude, Kettlefish, shout out to them, everyone. Shout out to Bill. Shout out to everyone who I met over there. That was fantastic. That was one of the more fun times, you know what I mean? Meeting a lot of cool people. And we had like this area like in the back of the bar. There was like a couch. I felt like we were in like a VIP. It was so awesome. You know, buckets of beer. We were just putting down the Miller Lights, you know what I mean? We were getting after it. Yeah, we went to Freeman Alley. That wasn't bad. Like all the graffiti and all that stuff. But it was cool. But at first, when I first stepped into it, I was like, this seems sketchy. Like, I don't know if we're supposed to be here. But there was a few other spots that Kevin brought me where I was just like, what's going on? Like, he's trying to get us murdered. Like, I don't know what's going on in his life. He ain't afraid of death no more. But, dude, how unreal is Myles Garrett, 18 sacks? He's a freak, dude. I was watching that earlier. Yeah, insane. $30 6-pack at Kettlefish, cheap beer, you know what I mean? It was good. I like that. Get a bucket of beer. I think all bars should have that. Matt, we will see you out Wednesday night. What's happening Wednesday night? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe. Shadrow 95 just got here. What's up with this game? Thought it'd be close. It is not close. It's 28-7 though. The Rams are getting after it. Devontae Adams is just having himself a game. Yeah, but the Rams are they're just bullying them at this point. The Bucs got nothing. But shout out Shadrow95, the lone Twitch watcher. You know what I mean? And there we go. We are getting after it today. This game's getting out of hand a little bit, but we're gonna see. Maybe the Bucs got something to make this game a little bit entertaining.
How about new?
I was waiting for something. Like, what has Vinny got over here? Yeah, we're gonna find out over here. Look, iPhone 17 Pro for $0. I'm not gonna say where because they don't pay me. I'm just kidding. What's up, Stacy? There are some sketchy places in New York, but overall, it's a cool place. Growing up in the city was cool. I will say this about New York. Everywhere that I was, at least, is like the Midwest people give it like a bad name. Like it's so dangerous, whatever. I was down by Times Square doing all this stuff. I never felt like any type of danger. I was hammered a few times down there, and it was just awesome. Like people don't look at other people. Even on the subway, people think the subway's all scary and sketchy. But like the subway, no one cares what you're doing. Like they got headphones on. They're doing their own thing. They're in their own little bubble. No one cares. No one's trying to like get you. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's some spots of some subways that you might go to that we didn't go to. I mean, there was a few people. Like there was like one lady that just started screaming, and that was interesting. But other than that, there wasn't a whole lot of like crazy stuff. I never even seen a New York rat. I heard them, I heard him, and like I seen him like move stuff, but I never like came in eye contact with a New York rat, and I was looking for him, digging through the garbage and stuff. No, I wasn't doing that, but we were close. Like on the subway, you like you could hear him shuffling through around. But anyways, New York was cool. I think I think it gets more of like a bad rap because we were all over the place. No one murdered us, so we got that going for us. Here we go, 3rd down and 6. Baker Mayfield's gonna be on shit. Yeah, he's got a man to his right, back to throw. He's pump faking, gets rid of it. That's gonna be completed, but short of a 1st down. And that's gonna be about 3 yards. And that's 4th down, baby. We saw 2 people talk, get heated. Yeah. That one night, we were late night on a subway. I actually posted the video. These 2 guys were getting really heated on a subway. But they figured it out. They were like talking to him. He's like, I don't know. I don't like your tone. I feel like you're disrespecting me. And I was like, uh-oh. This is how it goes. You know what I mean? But they kind of figured it out. They talked. They didn't get up and like try to fight each other. So they talked like men, you know what I mean? But I thought something might pop off there. And even then I wasn't scared because that was their thing. They weren't going to, turn it on us. I wasn't going to jump in and be like, come on, guys, let's figure this out. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to try to get involved. We were just chilling there. I wasn't even sure about videoing it because I was like, yeah, if they see me videoing, they might, I just put myself in the middle. And then there was another night some dude was sleeping on the subway. Yeah, you're talking about this right here. There's a dude sleeping on the subway. And the cops came in and kind of like, just like in the movies, ding, ding, ding. And he's like, the cops are here. And then then he got up, you know what I mean? But here we go. Yeah, nothing crazy, though. I don't have any like crazy stories. I'm glad, too, because I don't want nothing crazy to happen to me. Here we go, 4th down and 2. Baker Mayfield's in shotgun, empty backfield. He's back to throw. He's got time, quick pass, and that's going to be in the air, incomplete. Boom, boom, boom. And this game is getting carried away quite fast. Here we go. This is about to get ugly. This ball game is about to get crazy. We're about to just watch a train wreck. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, that was like 2 of them, but good defense. Just couldn't wrap that thing in. And the Rams up 28-7 already, and then I think they're about to do some damage over here. Here we go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right now. He's got a man in motion. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. About 2 yards. No, maybe not even. About a yard. Why can't I see you being the crazy bird lady in Central Park in Home Alone? I was looking for her, dude. I could be, dude. Central Park is awesome, too. We've seen so little of Central Park because, like, it's so massive. But, like, Central Park is, like, everywhere you go is just, like, a statue, like, some cool spot. You know what I mean? Here we go. Stafford back to throw. Going to be a quick pass. He's going to be towards the sideline over here. About 2 yards shy of a 1st down. But, yeah, dude. Central Park's a wild place. Everyone's, like, everyone wants, like, that thing about Central Park or, like, even New York in general in those touristy areas, everyone's just trying to scam you or sell you. You don't even know if it's a scam or a sell. Because, like, just because someone's trying to offer you something doesn't mean it's a scam all the time, but you have to assume it is. Because, like, everyone, and they'll tell you. There's, like, signs. Hey, you're going to get scammed. They're, like, loud. They're scammers. Everyone's trying to tell you. You're going to get scammed. But, here we go. I didn't get scammed. 3rd down and 3, almost, maybe. I don't want to talk about it. Here we go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's back to throw. He's got a pocket. Throws it right side. Back shoulder. Devontae Adams, incomplete.
Somebody came up and said, I got these cheeseburgers, man.
Did you need a vacation from your vacation? I did, but I didn't get one. Like, yeah, I did because it was so crazy coming back from, like even not driving my truck for 5 days and, like, being in New York and, like, subways and, like, walking everywhere and, like, just the chaos of everything. Coming back, like, going to a Kwik Trip. And, like, that is what busy is around my life. When you go to a Kwik Trip, that's when you're around the most amount of people, unless you go to, like, a Packer game or whatever. But Kwik Trip is, like, the most amount of people that you're around usually. But here we go, 40-yard field goal attempt. And the Rams, they got this thing up. It's going to be up. It's good. So 31-7 ball game now. But, yeah, New York is crazy, like, with all the people. There's people just everywhere. Like I say, but no one cares what you're doing. Like, there's tourists everywhere. People are taking pictures. People got their phones out. People are videoing. People are doing whatever. You got Grandma over here smoking a J. You know what I mean? There's people just doing, like, anything. I didn't see anything crazy. But here we go. Kick. Yes, absolutely. People trying to sell rides to the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, we were over there, and then they were like, "You want to go Statue of Liberty? You want to go Statue of Liberty?" We're like, and they're like, "No." And then there'd be like signs, "Don't give anyone money for Statue of Liberty. They can't. They're fake." And I'm like, "Dude, that sign's right there, dude." You know what I mean? But Statue of Liberty about to have a head wrap added. Take it easy. Batman and Minnie Mouse tried to get Matt to hand him his phone. Yeah, they're like, "Hey, you want a picture?" And actually, I saw a TikTok on that after. It's like, yeah, they do this. They try to get your phone, then they say it's like $100 or whatever. You got to owe them a bunch of money or whatever. I don't know the whole scam, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. The cheese wasn't melted. Yes, you got scammed. That was funny. Dude, first of all, that burger video review I did was like, you know, you walk by these things all the time. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try them. People got so mad. Of all the food in New York, you're eating that. New Yorkers don't eat from that. I'm like, well, they're here. Obviously, someone eats from it. Look at that. Well, someone's eating from it, but the burger was horrible. That was probably one of the worst burgers I've ever had in my life. But I had to know. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm curious. I think it was a good video. But it was bad. That cheese, I don't think that was real cheese. I don't think it was even remotely close to real cheese. I don't know what it was, but that wasn't cheese. But, you know what I mean? You got to try it. But that $1.50 pizza I had, or $1.25, whatever it was, that was good pizza. I don't care what anyone says. I'm from Wisconsin. My opinion on pizza isn't really high. But if I lived in New York, I would eat that all the time. But Lombardi's pizza was legit. That was like obviously like premier, top of line. And that's what I said. Like, I enjoy like bad food that's made pretty good. I mean, like a $1.50 pizza. Yeah, it's $1.50 pizza. Like, expectations get changed a little bit, but I thought it was good. I would eat it all the time if I was living there. You know what I mean? It's good. But Lombardi's pizza is a whole different game changer over there. But here we go. Best food you had in New York. You know what I mean? I had a Domino's one night. That was legit. No, I would probably say Lombardi's was like premier pizza, like the first pizza spot in New York. I think in America they say. But also like Smash Burger, they have like all these burger joints in New York. There was a place down by Times Square. I forget what it was called. We had a lot of burgers. You know, it's a pizza spot, but like they have some good burgers. Right? That Smash Burger, whatever it's called, is really good. But I would probably lean towards Lombardi because that just seemed fancy. We were sitting by a window, you know, in a little Italian restaurant. It was awesome, right in the corner. That's a good spot right there. 31-7. 1:02 to go in the second quarter.
That pizza at Lombardi's, when you posted it, that looked good, dude. I gained weight just looking at it. That was awesome.
They didn't have cheese curds that I mean, I'm sure they do some places, but like I saw, like we were like in this area where you're like outside and there's like different restaurants, there's different like art galleries, there's different tents and people selling stuff and restaurants and all that stuff. And they had one that was like real Wisconsin. I don't know if it was cheese curds or like what it was. I posted a picture of it. I didn't eat it though. Cause like I didn't come all the way to New York to eat what I could eat in Wisconsin, but it's probably not as good. You know what I mean? But here we go. 1st down and 10. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. He's trying to change stuff up over here. This is kind of a unique formation over here. He got a man in motion. Baker back to throw. Dancing around and gets it completed. That's going to be past the 40. About 9 yards on that, huh?
Yeah, I think when you posted that picture with the cheese curds, wasn't it like $10 to $15 for cheese curds or something like that?
It might have been. I didn't look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I think that was the picture that it was like real Wisconsin cheese curds. I don't know if it was. We didn't eat any. But here we go. Baker Mayfield back to throw. Toss this thing right side. That's going to be incomplete. Might have been a first down if it wasn't. This beating is almost as bad as the Packers on the Vikings beating. You know what I mean? Stacy said, your wife comment, I was laughing so hard when you were eating that first slice. She said, you look like a psychopath. No, because the point of that, when I took a bite of the crust, is that when you do a review, you have to review the crust, the whole thing. So I don't usually eat like that. But that was the point of it. And my wife said to me, she's like, why'd you do like that? I was like, it's a review. I wasn't going to eat the whole pizza on the video, so I was like, let's try out the crust a little bit. Baker Mayfield, quick pass over here. That's going to be a first down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And there's under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Yeah, we stopped by Sbarro's. It was funny because I was telling Kevin about that. I was like, I want to do this video. I have this video idea. Like, Michael Scott, The Office, he talked about, my favorite New York pizza is Sbarro's or whatever. So like, let's do a video. I didn't really eat there. People got so worked up about that video. Like, I can't believe you ate at Sbarro's. Like, I didn't. That's why the video was short because I didn't actually go in there. We have a Sbarro's here. I'm not gonna. I was like, I'm not eating nothing I can get at my house.
In Matt's defense, he was telling me he was going to do that video like a month before he went on the trip.
Yeah, dude, I was like, that was like the first idea I had. I was like, I'm doing that Sbarro video. I should have ate a Sbarro just to make everyone mad. I did eat at Domino's one night, so want to get fired up about something. Here we go, Baker Mayfield back to throw. He's rolling right, gets rid of this thing, incomplete. We did have Domino's one night. We were coming back. We were drinking a little bit, and I was like, dude, I want Domino's, and I did eat Domino's. I wanted to eat Domino's in New York just to get people fired up. Illegal contact on the defense over here. No, because we had one pizza one night that like everyone says it's great. It's like the pizza place where like Spider-Man worked at in the movie, was it Tony's or whatever, and like all the toppings just fell off. I was like, I didn't think it was good at all. So yeah, a little illegal contact there. Bears scheduled 28 so far, remaining difficulty second. Bears still suck. There you go. Yeah, was it Joe's Pizza? Yeah, I didn't think Joe's was very good. The toppings all fell off. It's like a famous pizza spot, but maybe he's got a bad one. But all the toppings fell off. Here we go. Baker Mayfield back to throw. He's rolling right. Gets rid of this thing, tosses it, and that's going to be incomplete. I thought he had it, and that's going to be incomplete. 18 seconds to go in the first half. I'm getting hungry right here, you know what I mean? That's the thing, coming back, that was the difference. I was like, oh yeah, I got to go back to eating this crap. Because we were eating good. I think most of the money I spent in New York was on food. I was like, money's no object. Give me all of it. Give me all of it. Any local legendary beers in New York, like the good old Spotted Cow? I didn't really venture out too much, like getting wild beers or whatever, but they have a ton. They have a lot of beers I'd never even heard of. I kind of stuck with what I knew. I drink a little bit of Miller Lite over there. But here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be shotgun. That ball is on the ground. Baker just jumps on it. Oh, my goodness. And they just fumbled. I mean, he got back on top of it, but just the time off the clock. Just the Bucs can't get anything done right over here. And their offense is just horrible right now. Last time in New York City, the only place open after bar closed was Detroit-style pizza place. Yeah, we were at one place. We were at this burger joint. It was, I forget what it was, like 7th Street Burger, whatever. I don't know what it was. But it was like they closed. They're like, we're closing now. And we just got our food. So we just like kind of put our food like in a bag and then just walked out. Because I don't like to make people work later than they have to, you know what I mean? So we got out of there. But that place, we brought it back to the hotel. That place is great. The burgers in New York are awesome. Like all the places like Smash Burger. I forget all the names of them. But like we went to a lot of just spots. Like there's a spot in Times Square. It's awesome. They got good food. It doesn't matter what you're ordering in New York. It's good. But here we go. Baker Mayfield's going to be in shotgun. 14 seconds to go in the second quarter. He's back to throw. He's trying to make something happen. He's got pressure. He's going to go down for a sack, dude. And the Rams defense. Oh, my goodness. Wouldn't mind going to Detroit and trying M&M's Mom's Spaghetti or Philly for a cheese steak. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's cool, like, going to places. Like Detroit would be good to go to, Mom's Spaghetti. I think it might be in a sketch neighborhood. I'm not sure. If that's his old neighborhood, I don't even know. But bar closed in New York City is 4 a.m. Yeah, we were, I don't think we were ever out past 4 a.m., but we were up, like, I think we were walking around a few nights, like 1, 2 in the morning. Midnight for sure. I forget exactly. Kevin Mold, it was, I think, like 2:30 or 3 in the rooftop place we were at. Yeah, the different places close at different times for sure. Shadrow95, not sure if you've been to Detroit or Chicago, but whose pizza is best, New York, Detroit, or Chicago? I've never been anywhere outside of Wisconsin until this trip, so I have no idea. But like style-wise, I don't know if I like Detroit style all that much. I do like that deep dish, but it's a little bit too thick, you know what I mean? I think New York style is the way I would say, because I do like that like just like regular pizza. I think Chicago style, isn't that like that? That's like that real thick stuff, I think. I'm not really sure.
See, no, I've had Chicago and Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the like style, just not the official in the city. You know what I mean?
And be careful what you wish for if you want to go to Detroit. I've been there.
I never want to.
I'm not going back. No, I'm not going back.
I never want to go to Detroit. You know what I mean? But here we go. We got ourselves a deep ball going on over here, and that's going to be intercepted. They're going for like a little Hail Mary type of situation. But the clock run dead, but the Rams are still running it back. If they can get something going here, I think he's just going to run out of bounds now. Oh, he goes down hard. Oh, I think he might have got hurt on that too. And I think he might got hurt on that too. I think a lot of people might got hurt on that. Is that Baker Mayfield down? He's grabbing his wrist. He's not having a good time. At this point, just take him out. This game is a wrap, dude. Oh, yeah, I don't know. He pulled something on that throw. That sucks. He tried to throw everything he could in that, get that Hail Mary into the end zone. That wasn't going to work out for him. Yeah. Chicago is like lasagna. I don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, I think sometimes it can be good. It's not like it's, but I don't know. To me, I just want some pizza. I do like deep dish, so like that kind of deep dish style. But if I had to choose between them, I would say New York. Seth says New York, then he goes Detroit, and then Chicago. There you go. None of them have anything on Kwik Trip's Wisconsin cheese curd pizza, right? You know what I mean? That Kwik Trip breakfast pizza that I don't know if they have it up still right now, but they got a breakfast pizza that's to die for. New York is fast paced. You either keep up with the pace or you get shoved out the way. Those people will be on a mission for sure. Dude, here's the thing about New York. Like, we were staying like in Koreatown or whatever, and like when you open the hotel room door, like onto the street, the second you open the door, you have to move. There's people. Like, you can't just like go outside and like open the door like, hey, what's going on today? You know what I mean? Like, you get out and people are like, like they're going both ways. Like, you need to figure it out. You going left, you going right, but you going somewhere. Otherwise, they will take you. You going on a ride. But yeah, so there we go. Yeah, poor Baker for sure. All right, we're going to halftime over here. I want to get to a few last comments over here. I do love Chicago dogs though. Pepper, onions, relish, super good. Yeah, that's out of my realm right there.
Yes, oh yum. Yes.
You know what I mean? Kevin said, we had a good time at the comedy club. Saw Neil Brennan. Yeah, Neil Brennan, for people who know, like, stand-up comedian. He was good. We drank before we left and drank there with a minimum of 2 drinks. Yeah, Kevin, you drank a lot. He drank like 3 beers and like an old-fashioned. He was hammered.
I heard that story. That's where you said you were scared on the walk back to the
hotel.
Yeah,
he's making bad decisions.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Kevin. All right, it's halftime. We're going to step away here for a minute. I'm going to use the bathroom, reload on the beers, and Vinny's going to do his thing that he does, Mr. Producer Man. We'll be right back. Come hang out, you know what I mean? 31-7 ball game, but we're still going to have fun. We're still going to have a good time.
Any news, Dan?
Not yet.
I love you.
We're here for you. Kwik Trip.
That boy is good. Mm-hmm. Good and terrible.
Today, Junior?
Well, we're waiting.
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolet Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolet! It's Nicolet! Nicolet Law! Billboard, baby!
2, 3.
Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, you know, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
All right. We are back over here. You know what I mean? 362 folks watching live over here. But yeah, dude, this week, actually, I think Tuesday, me and Kevin, the guy, my buddy, who I went to New York with, are going to record a podcast, talk about the whole thing, tell all the stories and whatnot. So be sure to check that out next week. You know what I mean? And it was a fun time, though. You know what I mean? It was a good time. It makes me want to go there even more. Yeah, I think everyone should check out New York. You know what I mean? Or Kwik Trip. Oh, you're talking about Kwik Trip. Kwik Trip, you definitely should. I love that Kwik Trip is sponsoring this. Yeah, dude. Kwik Trip, dude, is such a great store. And I'll say it's because like they sponsor me, obviously, but I was trying to get Kwik Trip to sponsor me like long before they did. And like I got to tour like their facilities. It's like super clean. Like they care about their employees. They call them coworkers. I don't even call them employees. Like Kwik Trip is such like a good family like company. Everyone that I know that works for them is happy about it. They treat their people right. You know what I mean? And I'm not just saying that because they sponsor me. Because I was saying that before. I think Kwik Trip's magnificent. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so happy that they do sponsor me. But here we go. Before the game and got their dozen frozen pizzas, 4 for $10. Oh, he said I went to Kwik Trip over there. Yeah, dude, they got all the pizzas, they got all the stuff. You know what I mean? They got everything that you need, tailgating or whatever. Kwik Trip is the spot over here. Vinny, you know, he went on a little bathroom break over there. What's up, Vinny? How you doing?
I'm back. I'm good.
Good.
Oh yeah, I feel a lot better now. Yeah. How you doing?
If you got to go during the game, why don't you just go?
No, I got to stay professional. I got to do what I got to do.
Dude, if I got to pee, dude, I got to pee. I'm Audi 5000. That's how my bladder works.
Well, hey, and if worse comes to worse, just go. Just go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up, Kathy? She ain't got much to say, but I appreciate you being here, Kathy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah.
She ain't got much to say, but thanks, Kathy. Thank you.
No, shout out to Kathy. You know what I mean? All fun,
yeah.
All fun and games. But yeah, so this week, I think Tuesday, I'll be recording a podcast talking about all my times, all the stuff we did in New York with my buddy Kevin. I think that's going to be pre-recorded. I don't think we're going to do it live. Maybe we'll do it live Tuesday night. I don't know. But I think usually Tuesday night, people want me to talk about Packers. They want to talk about looking ahead, you know, especially with Thanksgiving coming up, that game. So we'll probably talk about that. So that'll probably be like a pre-recorded thing, and I'll post it. I'll post about it. So be sure to check that out. Hear about all the festivities that happened in the New York City. You know what I mean? But here we go. We're still at halftime. 31-7 ball game. 365 folks watching live right now. And tomorrow night, we got Monday Night Foosball. The Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And I hope the Panthers win that thing, but I'm not hopeful. I mean, I hope, but you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, so come hang out tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. And I'm off Tuesday, so tomorrow I might get after it a little bit. Unlike tonight. But I am off Tuesday. So yeah, there we go, Monday Night Football. And then Tuesday night we'll be live, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, talking about the Packers, a little bit about this game, get more in detail, and looking ahead. Thursday night football, or not Thursday night, Thursday football, Thanksgiving football with the Detroit Lions. Look ahead a little bit, talk about the NFC North and all that good stuff. And then Wednesday, Wednesday will be the Pick'em show.
Yeah, the Pick'em show. I was just going to say the Pick'em show on Wednesday. Yeah, and then you said Friday we will have no show, correct?
Yeah, Friday's no show because I'll be doing a family Thanksgiving thing. On Friday, going to my son's house, celebrate Thanksgiving. So Thursday we're not doing much, so that's why I'm doing a stream. We'll do like a family thing after the game or whatever. But then Friday we're going to my son's. Let him cook first. Actually, I think we're bringing food. I don't even know the situation there. But
yeah,
so on his house, we're still bringing the food.
So after Thanksgiving, we'll be back for the Packer game on Sunday. Then
the Packers play Thursday.
Well, oh, you're right. You're right. We got to figure out what games we're going to cover this.
I know. We already talked about that.
That's right. We did. We did talk about that, didn't we?
Vinny's slipping.
No, wait, no. We talked about these games. We didn't talk about next weekend's games.
Well, I thought we talked a little further past. Anyway, we don't need to talk about this right now.
My Alzheimer's hasn't gotten that bad yet. So.
I'm pretty sure we did. But
I know I'm officially
is upon us.
Hey,
I mean?
do know next month on my birthday I'm going to be officially a senior citizen. You know, but I'm not quite there yet. Okay.
I know. I'm surprised. You know what I mean?
How are you surprised?
I am quite surprised. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're surprised as in you met me and I don't look like I'd be that old, then I'm grateful for that. Or surprised is
I thought you were already
that I have. Oh, geez. Oh, gee.
All right, here we go. We have ourselves
pick on the fat kid.
Game.
I see how it is. Pick on the fat kid.
Do you think that the Bucs can make this anything type of competitive game? Do you think it's just done so?
Put a fork in them. They're done tonight.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
This game is getting so boring that I'm thinking about just letting you have the handles and I go make
the baker left the food in the oven.
Yeah, I just walk away. I'm gonna go eat something.
Yeah, you just sit there and eat, and I'll just talk.
Yeah, I'll come back in the fourth quarter with a pizza made. Like, all right. I do have some pizza out there. That's the thing too. Like, it's funny because my son made a pizza. Like, so there was like some leftovers. This is like oven bought pizza, and so I threw it in the microwave, and I couldn't even finish it because like all the pizza I've had lately, like in New York, was like so good, and then now I'm gonna eat this like 5 cheese crap pizza from the grocery store. It was horrible. It wasn't even as good as like the normal ones. I don't even know what brand it was. I feel like they just like they just picked one. But yeah, it was bad pizza. But I'm gonna try it again because we gotta get back in Wisconsin. So we don't have pizza like New York. You know what I mean?
Wait, I'll tell you one thing. For frozen pizzas, and I'm not saying it because Kwik Trip is a sponsor, but those pothole pizzas.
Oh yeah, pothole pizzas are legit, and that's the type of pizza that you need. You can't get like the Jacks or whatever. Like those pizzas are all right, but like it's like it's trash. But yeah, the Kwik Trip pothole pizza, even like the pizza, their hotspot pizza, I think is good. And like when I say that, I'm not comparing it to New York, but like you can get that. It's cheap, it's quick, it's good. You know what I mean?
The meat sweats,
dude. Actually, I'm thinking about doing a video. I'm actually talk about this one while we're still at halftime over here at commercial. I'm thinking about doing like a video of finding the best macaroni and cheese in Green Bay, right? So like my buddy Ben, the Green Bay guy, he does this with cheese curds. He's trying to find the best cheese curds. He did a bunch of videos eating cheese curds from different places. I'm thinking about doing it like with macaroni and cheese, but instead of doing like reels, like 1 minute videos of like reviews of different places, like do one long video and kind of go to different places and then do like 5 places and like pick the best one, then do like 5 more, have like a playoff situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I just get to eat macaroni and cheese a bunch, you know what I mean? I don't know where to go though, because it'll just be restaurants. Like Kwik Trip won't count. It'll just be restaurants, not like not
you
guests.
have a really rough life. You know that?
Yeah. Just go around and eat best macaroni and cheese. It is. And then tell people here are the best. Here's my rankings of places to get macaroni and cheese at restaurants. Because I'd say. Plus, I don't want to have a factor in like a sponsor, but like really, it should just be like restaurants because there's so many good restaurants in Green Bay.
You need to be careful because of your popularity and the pull you have in this area. You could close businesses down with your reviews.
Never talk bad on a business, even if I didn't like their macaroni and cheese. I probably would just not mention them. That's kind of how I am. I would never like go, this place sucks. This macaroni and cheese is horrible. I just couldn't do that to a business, especially a small business. So I would probably just, if I didn't like it, I would just not include it, you know what I mean? Do one video per place, honestly. Yeah, I've done it before. Like I still do that like with a lot of my videos, but I do want to make like some long form and kind of like YouTube stuff. But even if I do that, I'll probably chop it up anyways for like different social medias, Instagram and whatnot.
Yeah, like rate them on quality and how long it took before they chased you out of the place, and you know,
like. Don't say it's all you can eat if it's not. That's all I'm saying.
You've been here for an hour. You go. Yeah.
Here we go. So I missed the whole part of this second half starting off. We have
it's a
legal
kickoff
over here.
Yeah.
So here goes. That was the kickoff. They had I think they kicked it out of bounds. They did some form of cheating. And
yeah, blah, blah, blah. It's not the Packers. All right, move on.
No, you have to say they suck if you go there. I don't know.
See, Seth is actually being honest, though. I mean, are you hurting them or
I've been
helping
living
them?
in Jersey, New York my whole life, and then moving here to Georgia, it was a culture shock. Here, it's like Andy Griffith, the town of Mayberry. Here, they say, bless your heart. In New York City, they say, keep her moving. I mean, they keep walking. It's good, though. Knew a family who was thrown out eating too much. Yeah. I never had that happen to me, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's in my future if I don't change some stuff. But all right, here we go. Let's get back to this game over here. So the Rams just ran this thing up the middle, looks like, all right? Kind of getting sidetracked on the comments.
Well, you can still talk. Not to say it's bad. There's an injury, so you can talk a little bit more.
I'm more dialed into the comments than I am to this game.
Yeah.
Shout out to Seth over here. But we do have an injury. Second down over here, but 14:47 to go in the third quarter. And
we're going to commercial, so keep talking.
I got nothing to say. What you talking about? Keep talking. Keep talking.
What?
Keep talking. Don't stop.
Matt Ramage doesn't have anything to say. What world are we living in?
Predictions for Thursday. All right, so I don't really think about.
Yeah, there you go. Good.
I'll say 31-24 Packers. I mean, I don't know, because that would be. I don't even like to have that prediction, because I feel like the way this Packers defense is playing, I'm not sure someone's going to put that much points on them. But I respect the Lions and like what they are, but I don't know, maybe a little bit lower. 31-17 Packers. Let's give them that. You know what I mean?
27-24. We hit our magic 27 again.
27. All right, is that what you're saying?
27-24. We win by a field goal.
All right. There we go. I just
and then they're going to say, "Oh, sorry, we don't have any turkey this year again." That's what they're going to say.
Dude, I think it's funny because I talked about this when I was on the Midwest Legends podcast. You know, people seen those clips kind of rolling around. If you haven't, check out the Midwest Legends podcast. I was on there, and I was talking about the Lions on that game and that podcast, and I was saying like the Lions, like, now they have more than 2 losses, they have 3, but at that time they had 2 losses and 2 excuses. Like, they were playing, you know, the Packers week 1, they lost that, and then Lions fans were like, oh, well, it was week 1, like, we weren't ready, and then like they lost to whoever it was, the Chiefs or whoever it was, and they're like, oh, it's the refs. So like Lion fans have a lot of excuses, you know what I mean? I'm not overly worried about them. I think the Lions are a very beatable team. Kevin said Thursday score prediction 27-23. Kevin's on board over there, you know what I mean, with that 27 right there.
That sounds right. Yep.
Yeah, Jay said we really need Nixon and Quay to be available Thursday. Absolutely we do. That's a fact right there. I think a lot of people are coming back. I think Josh Jacobs is expected to play, but yeah, we're going to need Nixon and Quay right there, you know what I mean? How many catches for Watson? 6 or 7? 6, 7. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't even know what that is.
Oh, he went there. He went there.
I don't even know what that means. I just know that it's a thing. Like, I got to that level of age where I was like, I don't even know the popular things. I've seen people talking about. I saw TikToks and they're like a news, like, you know, Good Morning America thing. We're talking about it. I don't know, but I just couldn't get into it. But I know that it's something.
You know, I've got a graphic for that I was going to add, and I thought, oh, nobody will say it, so I didn't add it. And of course, he brings it up. See,
you know what I mean? We're cool. We're still hip. We know what's going on over here. Here we go. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. It's 2nd down and 3. All right, Stafford's back to throw. He's got time. Gets rid of that thing. That's going to be completed for a 1st down to about the 46-yard line. And the Rams, dude. The Rams are looking good right now, dude. If you're a Rams fan, you're probably sleeping. You know, they don't have fans, I don't think. I'm not sure that they do. They're in Los Angeles. They have stuff to do. They have 2 teams. They can't fill their stadium. But it's a good football team. 8-2 right here for the 14 fans that are happy. You know what I mean? Shout out to you guys. You're in LA, no one cares. Stafford's going to be a little pistol action over here. 1st down and 10. They're inside 14 minutes. Dude, a lot of ball game left in this thing. This is ridiculous. I have a run up the middle past about the 40-yard line. About the 40-yard line. This game may never end. I'm not sure. But here we go. 385 folks watching live right now. I appreciate y'all. Let's drink, dude.
You know, watching this game is like watching an Avatar movie. It's like
you know what I mean. I'm more
it.
interested in just talking to people watching this football game.
Yeah, we're only halfway.
Yeah, I know. It's like, dude, I feel like the second half started like 45 minutes ago. Here we go. 13:22 to go in the third quarter. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They're at the 40-yard line. Can the Bucs defense do anything? We're going to find out here in a couple seconds. Stafford back to throw. He's looking. He looks left. He throws it and it dropped by Davante Adams. The Bucs defense did nothing to make that happen. For anyone who's not watching the game, the Bucs defense did absolutely zero. Davante Adams was wide open. That was one of the very, very rare drops by Davante Adams. I just want to make sure it's clear. The Bucs still ain't doing nothing. Let's check this replay here. Yeah, he was wide open, good route running, and it just you don't see that. Davante Adams just dropped it. Brick hands right there. Kevin says, sometimes winning in a blowout doesn't feel as good as a back-and-forth game with a win you take over in the fourth quarter. I don't know. If it's my team, I'm hyped right now. 31-7, I'd be having a good old time. But just not my team. Here we go. Rams are going to Stafford, quick pass left side. That's going to be Nicolet. And there's a flag on the play. That's incomplete. I think they're going to call him for pass interference. But, yeah, if it's your team, you know what I mean? But, like, the Rams, like, how many people can say that? That's their team. They don't care. They'll watch the high. Oh, good. The Rams won last night. You know what I mean? But, yeah, they don't care. They're doing stuff. They're in L.A., dude. They're, like, probably surfing or something. I don't know what they do there. I don't know if I'd want to visit L.A. The weather seems nice. You got to say stuff like gnarly, dude. All right, here we go. 4th down and 4. Here we go. Stafford on 4th and 4. They're going for it over here. Stafford's going to be empty backfield. He's back to throw. He's got pressure. He's rolling. He's got nowhere to go, and he just chucks this thing, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And the Bucs defense, for one time in their life in this ball game, kind of turned up when it was, when it was needed. Turnover on downs. Anything new in the background of your set? Here you go. You know what I mean? Check this out right here. Finley. That's my dog. He died last year. We put him up back here, you know what I mean? Not to be a buzzkill. And then we got the tickets from the Giants game. This is actually a ticket to get a free pass into the World Trade Center Museum over there in New York. And then this is the train ticket to go to Jersey to go to the Giants game. And this is the same one. I should have gave Kevin one of these. I'm keeping them both. No, these are different tickets. That's to go there. That's to go back. Kevin probably has his own. He probably didn't keep them. And this is the Omni card. This is how you ride the subway in New York. That's the card you can add money to it, whatnot. So that's what I got going on back here. And I think I might have some other stuff coming. One of those I love New York coffee mugs. I'm gonna steal one. I brought a whole bunch back. I'm taking one for myself. Here we go. But here we go. 392 folks watching live right now. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I do have another Packer thing to donate for you for the background yet.
We run out of room back here.
Yeah, well, this is small. It's that thing for the Crown Royal bottle that I told you.
Vinny donated. You really can't see it. I only have so much room, but we're working on some stuff back here. I like my background. I think my background is probably the best one that I've had since I've been doing this. You know, different places, different rooms. I think this is the best one. You know what I mean? What do you think, Vinny?
I love it, but yeah, you've
been watching for a long time.
Yeah, I've been watching a long time. It's better than what you had upstairs.
Yeah, it was just like the most generic.
You had like one of those folding card tables. You used to have that at one time. I remember that. Yeah,
dude, my first setups were like so horrible. It was funny. 1st down and 10. Here we go. Oh yeah, I got one of the hats right here. We'll show that here in a second. Here we go. They're gonna hand this thing off up the middle. The Bucs run it for about 5 yards. Check out this hat. This is one of the hats. The other hat I gave to my son because I bought it for him. But this is a New York hat right here. Look at that.
Oh, that's pretty
what do you think about that? I don't know that I'll ever wear it, but it's cool to have down here.
What did you think of the 9/11 memorial?
It was crazy. That was like some deep stuff. I don't think you should go to that in the morning. Because like after you're done, they're like, all right, let's go get some lunch. But it's kind of like it's a lot to take in, the 9/11 museum and all that stuff. It's crazy. Here we go. Baker's gonna. No, it's not even Baker. They're gonna run this thing up the middle. The Bucs are Baker Mayfield-less. But yeah, I think anyone who has a chance to go to the 9/11 museum and do that thing should definitely do that. It's pretty crazy, like the stuff you see. They got videos playing. They got all types of cool stuff. I don't say cool, but you know what I mean. Kind of tell that story. But you should do it at the end of the day. Beginning of the day. That's what we did, and afterwards it was kind of weird. But here we go. 3rd down and 2. They're going to be in Shaq, and who is the quarterback? Not even paying attention. We're going to have a run up the middle here out of shotgun. That's going to be a 1st down. So who's in that quarterback building? Do we know? Packers now number 3 total defense in the NFL behind the Texans and Broncos. Number 1 in the NFC, 2nd in points given up. Rams number 1. There you go. You know what I mean? That's just some hard hitting facts right there. Okay, we're trying to figure out who's in that quarterback over here. It's 1st down and 10.
I'll have it for you in just a second here.
Yeah, I can't see the name over here, and I'm not paying attention when they were talking about it. But we're gonna have a man in motion. He's gonna hand this thing off. They don't want to throw the ball, and that's gonna be a tackle for a loss. And the Bucs are just. This game is horrible. If I wasn't live streaming, I would turn this off and just go eat something. There's no way out. Who's still watching this game? Keep watching, though. We're having a good time. Yeah. Aaron Donald's having a good time over there. So here we go. 10:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd down and 12. They're going to be in chicken. He's got a man to his right. Back to throw. They're going to let him throw. Here we go. And that's going to be completed near the 1st down marker. I'm not sure he got it, though. State said, I got something for you, Matt. The New York Times newspaper from 9/11 with a picture on the cover of the planes and the towers. Just email me, my kid, where to send it. All right, yeah, I'll talk to him. Yeah, I remember I saved some of those papers like from our local paper, but I don't think I have them anymore.
Is that Teddy Bridgewater?
Is it Teddy Bridgewater?
That's who I think it is, because I think that's the only other
number 10.
Number 10, right?
There you go. What's up, Philly boy? Hey, Philly, is Teddy Bridgewater the backup quarterback for the Bucs? Baker Mayfield is out, and let me know who's in. Vinny thinks Teddy Bridgewater. I just want to make sure. I thought you asked him, you know what I mean? I only watch as you have a live stream, and I even walk away. Sorry, not sorry. You know
Teddy Bridgewater, number 10.
All right, so Teddy Bridgewater. No, I appreciate you watching this, Seth. You appreciate the comments. But yeah, this game is something. It takes a lot. That's why the people who are watching right now, I appreciate so much, because we are watching just a dumpster fire of a game. So like, you know what I mean? But we're having a good time. It's 3rd down and 12. Look at that, to go back to 1999. Look at that. Why is it they show 1999? It looks like it's 1970. This game clip that they're showing on the TV. But here we go. 3rd down and 12. Teddy Bridgewater's going to be in shaking. He's got a man to his right. They're at about the 38.5-yard line. It's a lot more fun when you know who's playing quarterback. Here we go. Bridgewater back to throw. Oh, he's got pressure immediately. He's trying to move around. He's dancing. Now he's going to try to run with the thing. He scrambles, hits a little circle button a little bit, and he falls near the 30-yard line. But that's going to be 4th down. Right there. What's up, Rick? Hey, Matt, what was up with that big bull with big nuts, everyone taking pictures? So apparently, we walk up on this bull, right? I see the front part of the bull. I'm like, oh, it's a bull. Everyone wants to take pictures. It's kind of in a weird spot because, like, the roads kind of go around this thing. You know what I mean? It's like a little median. It's such a weird spot because, like, you almost get clipped even just trying to get in there. All these Uber drivers just trying to murder you. You know what I mean? And then you get on this thing, so like we're like taking a picture. All right, we'll get back to it after this play right here. Here we go. Bridgewater's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Back to throw, quick pass. He's going to get his man. That's going to be a 1st down, and they're going to be inside the 20-yard line now. So we go up, everyone's kind of in line in front of this bowl to get a picture. I was like, yeah, I'll get a picture of the bowl, you know what I mean? And there's like so many different type of people around us, you know, it's kind of cool, like seeing like all the different cultures, like every culture in the world was in that spot right there. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool. And then we get a picture with the bowl, and then we kind of go to leave, and we kind of walk around the back, and there's a huge line, and everyone's just taking a picture, touching the bull's, you know, genitals or whatever. And apparently it's good luck. But I was going to get in line, honestly, to get a picture. But the line was so long, I was like, it ain't good luck for me to wait in line all day. You know what I mean? Just to touch a bull's balls. I ain't with it. You know what I mean? But here we go. Teddy Bridgewater's going to be under center, first down and 10. He's going to hand this thing off at the middle. Nothing there, dude. About 2 yards on that thing. But
you realize that's someone in a costume like the guys down in Times Square.
No, it's a statue. No, it's like you reached out and was like, hey, wait, this isn't a statue.
He's like, oh, yeah, thank you. Lucky for me.
Bob Uecker in Major League quote, don't worry, nobody is listening anyways. You know what I mean? You just say whatever you want. Teddy is good people. Love Mama Bridgewater too. Very sweet. My Viking days. Yeah, dude. I'll love the Teddy Bridgewater. I felt like that injury. It was horrible. He had a good thing going and cut his career down like that. So all love to Bridgewater over here. He's back to throw right here. And he's tossing it. He's going for the end zone. Incomplete. Nobody home. And there we go. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. But yeah, that bowl was weird. The whole area down there was weird. And then they had like a bronze girl, like a young girl in that same area, because like Wall Street, whatever. And I didn't know what that meant either. But that turns out that it meant for like woman empowerment, and like women are, you know, in Wall Street or whatever. But a lot of people taking pictures with that. That was kind of a cool thing too. I didn't know what it was at the time. I had to Google it. But here we go, 3rd down and 8. That's how you learn stuff. Google it. Here we go, 31-7.
I was going to say something, but I'm like, no, this is a family show.
Here we go, Bridgewater, quick pass. That's going to be incomplete, knocked down by the Rams, and that's going to be 4th down and 8.
I was thinking more of the lines touching balls. But shut up, Vinny. Mute your mic.
I'm going to mute you. I don't know what you're talking about, Vinny. Or Philly boy. Here we go, 7:53 to go in the 3rd quarter. It feels like it should be the 4th quarter by now for sure. 4th and 8, here we go. Teddy Bridgewater's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. Dude, he's got pressure. He's dancing around. He falls on the ground. And that's that. Yeah. Ogle it? No. Google. I did Google it later, but also I was talking. My wife told me about it too. But yeah, this is his bad football right here. Well, that was a good sack right there. He wouldn't let go of his shoe. All right, they're going to commercial. We're going to do because this game sucks. I'll be right back after these messages.
This one, Grandpa.
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking a dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
I like your drawings.
Thank you.
All righty, we are back. All right, we have ourselves a blowout, 31-7 ball game. Can the Bucs make this at least a little competitive? I don't think so. We should actually be talking about, can the Rams put a 50 burger on them? You think they can get 50 on them? They might be able to. But here we go. 402 folks watching live right here. You know what I mean? What are you thinking, Vinny?
I don't think they're going to get 50 because it looks like they're kind of taking their foot off the gas a little bit.
The Rams. They might accidentally get 50. Here we go. Matthew Stafford, 19-23, 215 yards, 3 touchdowns in a clean pocket. That's ridiculous. Didn't we talk about this already? Thoughts on 9/11 Museum. It was interesting. It was a lot of stuff there. We talked about this. I think Philly Boy was gone when we talked about it. But, yeah, we're going to have a podcast about it, too. But here we go. Stafford back to throw out of play action. Gets it off, and that's going to be he's still moving. That's going to be near the first down marker. But, yeah, dude, the one thing I remember about the 9/11 Museum, though, is, like, there was these stairs that were, like, all kind of, like, melted down or whatever. And it wasn't even from, like, the planes hit and all that. It was from pulling everything out, from pulling, all the metal and all that stuff. So, yeah, it was crazy. Did you see any super rats carrying small children? I didn't see any rats. I heard them, though. I seen them move stuff, but I didn't see actual rats. Here we go. 1st and 10, 7:09 to go in the third quarter. Stafford's going to be under center. He's at the 37-yard line. Got a man in motion. He's back to throw. He's going to toss this thing right side. That's going to be completed. He makes a guy miss. No, he's got some blocks over here. He's going to have the first down to about the 50-yard line. And the Rams got something going. No, you're all good, Philly boy, dude. You're all good, baby. Look, I like that picture, too, with that cat. Right there, you know what I mean? That's a good picture right there.
Yeah. What's the name of your cat, Phil?
Yeah, what's the name of Philly
I'm
Boy's
asking
cat?
sincerely. Serious.
Yeah, I want to know. What's the name of that cat?
Yeah, I'm a cat person, Phil, so.
I got one good cat, one bad cat. Dude, yeah, we're still in the third quarter over here. 6:17 to go in the third quarter. Stafford's going to be under center. They're at the 50-yard line. And they're going to hand this thing off. He's going to try to run it right side. Nothing there. He's going to lose some yards there. This is like the first game ever where I was like,
He's on his back.
This is like the first game where I'm like, we should just shut it down. But we're going to keep with it over here. Stafford took a shot in that one. I think the Rams are the team I worry about in the playoffs. Yeah, the Rams are going to be a problem come playoff time in the NFC. The Rams are going to be a team that every NFC team is going to need to keep an eye on. You know what I mean, going forward. I mean, it's the Bucs. Baker Mayfield is hurt. I mean, before that, they were dominating. The Rams are just, they're just superior in this game today. But we're going to have to keep an eye on them. Here we go. Stafford's back to throw out a shotgun. He's going to toss this thing left side. That's going to be completed. And that's going to be to about the 48-yard line. It's going to be third down. Third down over here. 414 folks watching live. No idea why, you know what I mean? But I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I agree on the Rams being the team to watch out for and the team to beat, but all it takes is 1 or 2 key injuries.
Oh, yeah, and all it takes is 1 or 2 losses, too, because, that's what always drives me nuts. People say, this is a Super Bowl team. No, there are 2 Super Bowl teams, and we don't know who they are yet. You have contenders. When people talk about Super Bowl teams, what they mean is contenders. The Rams are definitely a contender. They're going to be a team that they have to deal with. Stafford back to throw. Oh, he kind of pump faked that thing, but that's going to be incomplete. Thrown to nobody. That should almost be intentional grounding. Yeah, because who was over there? There was no one on the screen. I don't see a flag yet.
Because look at it this way. What if Stafford got hurt? The Rams are done.
Oh, yeah. I think you can say that about any team, though. If your quarterback gets hurt, you're donezo. 9 times out of 10. Not always. Yeah, the coach was not happy. McVay was getting after him, and Stafford had some words. They're up 31-7, 4:35 to go in the third quarter, and they got the punting crew out here. Here comes the punt. I'm starving, dude. I think I'm going to eat some pizza when I get done with this thing. Here we go. Fair catch. I got kind of sidetracked there. I didn't say exactly where they're going to be, but the Bucs are going to have the 3-and-out starting right over here. You know they're going to get 3-and-out. All right, they're going to commercial. We'll hang out right here, though. Don't worry. Vinny thought someone was in the area. I think they did, too, because they didn't call a penalty on it, did they? I didn't see it. So I think
he's bringing up that earlier reference when I was ripping on him. He's getting even with me. I see what you're doing, Philly.
Oh, okay. I'm not smart enough to see that. I didn't see it. But here we go. We got ourselves a 31-7 ball game. Very, keeping us on the edge of our seats over here. That pizza looks all right, too. You know what I know about New York, too? When you order pizza, they don't really have a lot of breadsticks. That's like a Midwest thing because we're fat. You know what I mean? You got order pizza. I was like, get some breadsticks. Like, no one had breadsticks. I was like, oh, all right. They're like, the pizza's good enough. You don't need any breadsticks. I grabbed me some 50% off Papa John's on the way into work. There you go. I haven't had Papa John's in a while, you know what I mean? Papa John's gets after it. That's all right. But, yeah, here we go. We're having fun. Vinny, you having a good time?
Oh, yeah. No, actually, I always have a good time doing this with you. Because regardless of whatever we're watching, I'm still laughing. So I always have a good time.
Philly boys, I need carbs with my carbs. Exactly, dude. When I go out to eat, I go to a restaurant, dude, I get after. I take advantage of being in that situation. I'll order 2 meals. I can't decide. I'll get them both. You know what I mean? Kevin said, if you want to keep the team focused, what does Sean McVay say after the game? Wrong answers only. Pretend that you're the Chicago Bears. Best thing you ate on vacation? I would probably say Lombardi's Pizza. I think that was probably the coolest thing because like that place is like the first place that had pizza like in America, from what I heard, is like the first pizza shop like that. And just a history with it. Like everything you walk in, there's pictures of Jack Nicholson, pictures of all types of celebrities that ate there, and the pizza was like really good. And it was like felt like fancy, like what I mean, like we're sitting by a window. It was cool, but like the burgers, like Smash Burger, and like all the spots like around New York City, like all the burger places like are just ridiculous. They're awesome. But I would probably say Lombardi's Pizza was my favorite. That spot was cool. Not just the food, like just the atmosphere. He's like a real Italian, you know what I mean? Bring it back to my people. First down and 10. Here we go. We have a run up the middle by the Bucs for about 3 yards. I'm not doing Thanksgiving game, right? Oh, yeah, you're not doing Thanksgiving. I will be live for Thanksgiving. If people want to watch, I will be here. I will be late, though. Vinny's going to start the show because I have to work till noon. So I'll be home about 12:20, 12:30, and then I'll be here. So Vinny's going to figure out how to do it for the first 20
You guys
minutes.
have to put up with me for about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here eventually,
It'll
but I
be-
get it if people can't come because they got family stuff going on. So
It'll be fun.
But we got a little, but they're about 2 yards shy of a first down over here. It's gonna be third down and a couple. But yeah, I get if people don't, everyone can't watch because they're doing family stuff. Family comes first. But if you got nothing to do or you want to avoid them, we'll be here. Talking Packers football, Packers Detroit Lions. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a fun one. Jesse says the Packers are the only team in the NFL that if your starting quarterback goes down, we have the best backup quarterback in today's NFL, in my opinion. Other teams wish they had Willis as a backup quarterback. Yeah, I think it's a good fit, Willis in Green Bay. We're gonna have a toss over here by the Bucs, and that's not gonna be enough for the first down. But yeah, I think Malik Willis is a good backup quarterback. I think Matt LaFleur knows how to coach him too. I just feel like it's a good system for him. Vinny will do great. He'll be on time. You know what I mean?
Thanks, Philly.
He'll do great. You know what I mean? People will probably want him, and they'll just stop watching. Like, hey, boo, Matt, we want Vinny.
No. Nobody can replace Matt Ramage. No.
Yeah, it'll be 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Give him a little flavor for it. You know what I mean? Here we go. 4th down and 1, and the Bucs are going to be punting this thing. 2:24 to go in the third quarter. And here it comes. Are we going to have a return? We will. No fair catch, and he's going to be getting it to about the 30. He's going to cut it back to about the 35-yard line is where they're going to start this thing. Yeah, Vinny's going to do fantastic. It's
and I've done this kind of stuff before, but most of the experience is radio because I've got a face for radio.
Yeah, he's got that radio thing, you know what I mean?
Well, not anymore. I stopped it because I'm having more fun doing this.
Yeah.
And
Vinny's going to be fantastic.
No, it'll be good. It'll be a fun time.
We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back, dude. Let's see if the Bucs can, they're not, you know what I mean? They're not.
Yeah.
This is the last bag of chips.
I'd fight my own grandmother for just one.
We care about them and their family. It's not just about the legal services and legal representation, but it's about the person. Here at Nicolet Law, we are in your community and we're here to serve you.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.
Today, Junior?
Well, we're waiting.
All right, here we go. We are back over here. A little quicker than I thought. First down and 10. Stafford's going to be in shotgun. Back to throw. Clean pocket. Toss this thing left side. Oh, he went and got that. Davante Adams, that was overthrown. He went up top and got that thing. There's a flag on the play, though. I did not see any celebrities in New York City. I didn't see anyone. No one just walking about. You know what I mean? People say that you see them, but I didn't see any over there.
Did you hear this whenever you were walking?
We were in Central Park. It was in my head a lot. When you were in New York, did you visit the house that they had in the Home Alone Lost New York movie? And was the bird lady from Home Alone there? No, I didn't visit that. But we were in Central Park and we saw a lot of spots from New York. From Home Alone 2, where Stafford's going to toss this on a screen. Dude, he had pressure right away, but he got rid of it, and that's going to be a big-time play past the 40-yard line. But yeah, in Central Park, you see a lot of that stuff. Second down, all right. So Philly Boy says crazy catch coming back. I don't know how far ahead you are.
No, I think he's talking that Davante Adams one, wasn't it?
Was it? Did I go back?
All right. Oh, wait.
Second down and 5. Here we go. Stafford's going to be under center. He's rolling right. He's looking to throw. Tosses this thing. That's going to be Davante Adams. And there's a flag on the play. I think it's going to come back. How far away is he, dude? He's a time traveler at this point.
No, I think he's behind us. Because I was going to say, I'm in tennis, so I'm really right with it. So that's against the defense on my side.
Yeah, that's on the defense right there.
Yeah, that's a first down. As Matt would say, first down.
No, we didn't see the Ghostbuster one. We did see, like, going to Brooklyn, and you see all the buildings, they're like the Cosby Show buildings, Brooklyn is awesome. Like their architecture and all that stuff. We were like in like touristy areas. We weren't like deep in it, but Brooklyn was really cool to see. The Brooklyn Bridge, ridiculous. We were on that thing underneath it. We were all around it. But here we go, run up the middle by the Rams, and that's going to be near a first down. He got up and ran.
And oh my God, did you see where maybe John Travolta they used to hang off it like in Saturday Night Fever? Oh my God!
I don't know if we saw that. We were all around the Brooklyn Bridge though. The Brooklyn Bridge is massive. Like you go on top. It's funny because like there was like a sign that said no selling on bridge, and then there's a guy selling stuff right underneath it. Because they sell stuff everywhere. They have blankets, they have watches, they have hats, they have whatever, just tour stuff. Here we go. We're gonna be coming to the end of the third quarter over here. Will they get a playoff though? I don't think they're gonna. They're not gonna. And that's the end of the third quarter right there. Oh, there's a flag on the play first. What happened first, the end of the quarter or the penalty? I believe that'd be a false start. The refs are talking about it. They're like, hey, who do we want to screw in this situation? The team getting blown out, the team blown out. Yeah, so the quarter expired first. Where would you like to go to next for a Packers game if you had the choice? I don't know. That's a good one. I think maybe Dallas. I think that stadium would be cool to go to. I don't know. Off the top of my head. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that there's any city like New York. Like we went to the game, obviously, but just being around New York was like the coolest thing. But I'm not sure that there's another city that has all that stuff. But Kevin says, good night, guys. Time to get a little one down. Good luck on this boring game. I appreciate you, Kevin. You know what I mean? See you tomorrow, maybe. Talk to you. Have a good night. There we go. They're on the 40. Yes. I like his comments. Yes. But here we go. We have ourselves a 31-7 ball game. Pittsburgh would be a good one. Yeah, Pittsburgh would be a cool one. I think it'd be cool to see Pittsburgh a little bit. Yes, I think if ever I go to like an away game, I'm not just gonna go to the game. I would want to spend some time in that city to kind of like do like this stuff. Maybe not 5 days. I feel like 5 days was a long time to be in New York. By the end, I was like, dude, I want to go home. I want to see trees again. Not that there's not trees in New York, there's trees just like, around. But I'm just saying, like being in a neighborhood. It was cool though. It was cool to, and I know that there are neighborhoods in New York, different neighborhood, different places, but that's not where I was. We were over there in Manhattan. It was wild. But anyways,
did it feel weird seeing less people when you got?
Yeah,
home?
like it was like when I got up the next day, went to Kwik Trip. I was like, it's crazy because that's like when you see like the most people, like when it's like annoying, like there's a lot of people. It's like Kwik Trip. You're like this line to like check out, and the Kwik Trips are always packed. That's like the only time like in my town that you see a lot of people. But yeah, it was cool though. But I think Pittsburgh would be cool to go to. I wouldn't go to any of our division teams cities because I feel like they don't like me. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure. I think LA would be cool to go to at some point. I'm not a big traveler. I don't expect I'm going to turn into one. But those are some places.
Well, Illinois State Troopers have a picture of you in their squad cars.
Yeah.
They
I think a cool place to go is I'm always asked because the Drew Cave lives in Ohio. He's got the Drew Cave over there. And he always wants me to go up there. So if the Packers ever play, Browns or the Bengals over there, maybe I'd head on over there. That'd be cool to check out the Drew Cave. You know what I mean?
Oh, Cleveland, you could check out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
like
I was
that.
gonna go to Cleveland one time.
Yeah.
Go to Canton, see the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But we ended up not doing it. Yeah, a few years more than that. But here we go. Start of the fourth quarter, 31-7 ball game. We got a real barn burn over here. The Rams start this thing over at about the 40-yard line, and that's going to be a run up the middle left side. Nothing there. A couple yards. Illinois. I don't know why I felt that he yelled at me.
I always
first
get
down.
a kick out of when people pronounce the S in it. The
Yeah,
Illinois.
Illinois. Over there in Illinois. I would never go there. I wouldn't even want to pass through there. I wouldn't even want to be in a plane that flies over it. You know what I mean? Here we go, first down and 10, Stafford. Little pistol situation here. He's going to hand this thing off. He's going to try to bounce this thing up the middle. Nothing there, dude. Let's see if we can get this fourth quarter to fly by a little bit. Drew is closer to Cincy. Yeah, he's over there somewhere. I don't even know. But, I think it'd be cool to go over there. And check out Canton, you know what I mean? Canton. Nice little catch right there, you know what I mean? Show these highlights over here for the Rams. The offense just moving it today. All right, play action. Stafford's rolling right. He pump fakes this thing. He's looking downfield, just throws it out of bounds. Nothing there. Oh, he took a hit, though, at the end there. 3rd down and 7. So do you want your quarterback taking hits up 31-7? I don't know. You might want to take it easy right there. Stop by Shawshank on the way to the Drew Cave. Yeah, if I ever go there. Yeah, that's the thing. Like the Midwest, like there's a lot of stuff to see. Like if you're driving or whatever, different places, there's a lot of cool stuff people never even think about. Here we go, 3rd down and 7. Stafford's gonna be in shit. Yeah, he's got a man to his right. He's back to throw. He's got time. Tosses this thing. Oh, that's gonna be over the fingertips, but still incomplete.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. You know what I mean?
Actually, your This Is Wisconsin website, I'm going to be sending you a picture from my old hometown. We have an old colonial fort for Wisconsin, the old log forts.
Yeah.
Most likely we have a replica built from the old General Atkinson from the Black Hawk Wars.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
dude, I for people who don't know, I created a page on Facebook and Instagram. This is Wisconsin, and I want to have people send in a bunch of pictures, like cool stuff around Wisconsin, and I'm going to travel and do some stuff myself. Here we go with a field goal attempt, 52 yards, and that's going to be up. It's going to be good. So the Rams stack their lead a little bit, 34-7. But yeah, if you go, if you have pictures you want to send me from just around Wisconsin. I post a lot of Packer stuff today, but I'm going to do a lot of just like cool places in Wisconsin. City stuff, you know, cabin stuff, just like cool spots like waterfalls, all that good stuff. So you can send it to matt@thisiswi.com, you know what I mean? And it's going to be good. Here we go. Scoreboard! There we go. Fort Atkinson.
Yeah, another thing that we have down in this area, too, is a lot of Indian mounds, like burial mounds. Like, in Fort, from my old hometown, we have a panther mound, where it's shaped like a panther. But then just north of there is Aztalan State Park, where it's like old pyramids. In fact, in Rock Lake and Lake Mills, there's a pyramid in the lake.
Yeah. I didn't
Can't take a picture of that for you, but it's there.
I mean, just a little bit of effort is all I'm asking for. Vinny.
Well, I'm trying. I could try, but the water's cold now.
I mean,
Yeah,
about time. I'd be sitting Stafford. I would too. Like, who do they have as backup? Because up 34-7, you're in the fourth quarter. He's taking shots. I think if it was me, I'd be setting him too. But yeah, there's a lot of cool spots in Wisconsin. I think. I think it'd be cool. And I'm gonna start doing stuff. I might actually start doing videos where like I pick, and people can even tell me like, "Hey, this is a cool small town," and then I just travel to a small town and I make like a 10-15 minute video, and I kind of tour the town and kind of show all the cool spots in the town. But I'm talking like small town mostly. I mean, I might do some bigger city stuff, but I want to do like a small town, just show like the cool stuff going on in Wisconsin. You know what I mean? But here we go.
Okay, for backups for Stafford, he's got Garoppolo and Stetson Bennett the fourth.
Yeah, so there you go. So I don't know. If it was me, I'd be sitting Stafford. I'd at least be thinking about it right now. But here we go. 420 folks watching live across other places right now. And here we are. We are at a 34-7 ball game here in the fourth quarter.
Another thing for you, Matt, if you're interested in this kind of thing, not far from where I live is Bray Road. If you remember the Bray Road Beast. That's a thing by Elkhorn, Wisconsin. That's the old werewolf thing.
The whole what?
Werewolf thing, if you remember
werewolf.
From the 90s. Yeah, werewolf.
I didn't know about that.
The Beast of Bray Road, if you look it up. I'm sure Philly Boy should know what I'm talking about. He's heard of this. I know he's heard of this.
Yeah. We have to check that out. You know, what we have at my way is Peshtigo, Wisconsin. That was one of the biggest fires ever. was
I saw the signs of that. Yeah, when I drove.
It was the
through
same
there,
time as the Chicago fire, and actually more people died, I believe, in the Peshtigo fire. But Chicago got all the limelight because they're the bigger city. But Peshtigo, I've been to that museum, the Peshtigo Fire Museum.
I saw the signs for the museum when I drove past there, going up to the UP. Yeah,
if you're ever in a situation, around there, Peshtigo, definitely check out that museum. It's pretty interesting. Pretty horrible too. They're like mass graves and all that stuff. But here we go. There we go. Jesse says Packers are about to be 3-0 in our division come Thursday. My prediction is Packers 27 and Lions 10. Go Pack, go. I like that prediction right there because I don't feel like.
See, we're all thinking 27. See that?
He said Matt with the endless PTO. No, absolutely not. That's what makes it tough. Here we go. Quick pass over here. Incomplete for the Bucs over here. 1st and 10. Now it's going to be 2nd down. So Teddy Bridgewater, incomplete over there. I wish I had endless. Because, actually, when I came back from New York, WIXX wanted me to come on the radio that Friday. But I had to work, so I couldn't do it. But I wish I could have. Shout out to WIXX crew. Natalie, Corey, Huggy. You know what I mean? Good crew over there. But I couldn't do it. I felt sad about it. I like doing the radio stuff. That's fun stuff. But here we go. 2nd down and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bridgewater out of shotgun, back to throw. He's throwing it left side. It's over, out of the end, or out of bounds. And this game sucks.
That's why Matt can never be a national
Unreal.
broadcaster.
You'd be watching this game. Look at but what are they doing? They're talking about bobbleheads. They got all types of stuff. They're talking about everything except for the game. They're talking about the Super Bowl years. They're talking about everything else. Aaron Donald over here. It's 3rd down and 10 in this ball game. 34-7. Rams, the Bucs have the ball. They're at the 35-yard line. Long way to go to the end zone. Bridgewater's back to throw, and he's got pressure. He's going to go down for the sack. And
boom, he's on his back.
Dude, if you ain't drinking, how are you watching this game? I'm going to ask you that. Oh, they got a holding on the defense over here. Sure, it wasn't a Chewbacca. I'm not sure.
That's Chupacabra. No. It's the Beast of Bray Road. It's a werewolf thing down here.
When you first talking about Ray Road, I thought you were talking about Stand By Me. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
Was that Ray Brower? Was that Ray Brower in the Stand By Me, the kid that got killed?
No. But this is Bray, Bray.
I know, but I'm saying what I was thinking, what I was hearing.
Well, yeah, Ray Brower was that Stand By Me kid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of. All right, I'm just kidding.
That was a good movie, too. That was a really good movie.
Solid movie. Here we go, 1st and 10. Bridgewater's going to be in shotgun. He's going to man to his right. Another guy running around in circles, and he's going to hand it off. He's going to bounce this thing left side. That's going to be a 1st down. Was he not running in circles? They do that like this motion stuff like the Packers do. This is a dude running around back there. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason.
And we all know somebody that plays Madden that way too. Just has one character that just spins.
All right, here we go. Travis says tomorrow's a huge game for NFC playoff seeding. Panthers get scary if they win, and they have the head-to-head against the Pack and the Niners. I don't think the Panthers are a team anyone has to worry about. I really don't. All right, so we got a flag over here. They got to replay this down.
No.
Yeah, Ray Brower, Stand By Me. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ray Brower. I don't know what's going on over here. A lot of cheating going on over here. Is that what's going on, Philly boy?
Ray.
The hell are you talking about?
Ray Brower.
What are you mumbling about?
You're the one
you going to say it with your chest.
Ray Brower, rest in peace. Oh.
Teddy Bridgewater's in shit again. He's got a man to his left. 1st down and 20. Quick pass right side. Give me a little wide receiver screen for about 3 yards.
I love how you could go 1 minute chewing me out, telling me how to say something, and then take a drink, and then suddenly be right on point, giving call play-by-play.
You got a game to, announce over here. 2nd down and 18. Teddy Bridgewater's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at about just short of the 48-yard line. He's back to throw. He's got time. No pressure. Gets it off. That's going to be completed. He's got the first down. He's running. He's at the 20. He's trying to cut it back in. He's going to get down out of bounds about the 20-yard line. And the first good thing the Bucs have done in at least 2 hours.
That is correct. Yes, that's the first thing.
Cheating Rams who duck 3 points. That's what they should do. If the deficit is so far, every penalty, they should be like, all right, we're taking 1 point for that. 7-5 with a win in Frisco tomorrow and weakness schedule. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but yeah, I don't know. I think come playoff time, I'm not sure that the Panthers are a team of all the teams that I don't know. I just don't think people are too stressed about them. They can get hot. They obviously beat the Packers, so here we go. 1st and 10. Here we go. Bridgewater back to throw. He's going to throw this thing out of bounds, dude. Oh, he caught it, but he was out of bounds, right?
Here we go, the Buccaneers.
I didn't hear no bell.
Yeah, they're coming back right here. When you made that video in New York about the $1.50 pizza slices, that pizza looked good. It was good, dude. I'm saying that people were like laughing about it, but that $1.50 pizza was not bad. And like all it is, they have a bunch made and they kind of throw it back on the thing. You get a slice, they heat it up, they warm it up, they give it to you. It tasted good to me, dude. I was good. If I lived in that area, I would get that all the time. But here we go. We're gonna have a quick pass for the Bucs over here. He's gonna get about 3 yards, get knocked out of bounds. Second, now it's gonna be 3rd down. 3rd down. That was 1 foot over there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wish we had that $1.50 pizza around here, dude. If I could just walk down the street, that's the thing about New York. Everyone's already walking by, so you just walk in. Like the store doesn't even seem like a store. Like it's just open. You just walk in, give you a slice, and boom.
That was a good sized slice for a $1.50.
Yeah, it's so quick too. You walk in, it's like, yeah, I want a slice. You wait like a minute. They warm it up, kind of threw it back on there, heat it up a little bit, boom. Here we go, 3rd down and 7. They're going to be shotgun split back situation over here. They're going to be at the 17-yard line. He's back to throw. He's got pressure immediately. Gets the screen pass off, and he's going to get to about the 12-yard line, the 13-yard line over here. It's going to be 4th down. Was New York food better than Kwik Trip food? I mean, Kwik Trip's a gas station. It better be. You know what I mean? I was at restaurants. I didn't see a gas station the whole time I was in New York. I don't know where they were getting gas, but they weren't getting it in Manhattan. In the places I was at, there was no gas stations. Here we go, 4th down and 3. Here we go. They're going to be in shotgun in 4th down. All right, 10.5-yard line. Can the Bucs get a touchdown here and cut this lead? Here we go. Bridgewater's, he's running for his life. Oh, he's got pressure. He goes down for the sack. On 4th down, the Bucs get the sack, and it's a turnover on downs. And 9:32 to go in the 4th quarter. And I am starving, dude. Now I want Kwik Trip pizza. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, poor Teddy goes night-night, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's getting beat up out there. This is a rough game right here. It's a rough game. All right, we're at commercial. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back, you know what I mean? Come hang with us, you know what I mean? 425 people watching live.
2, 3. Hey, you know anything about this guy?
I know he likes billboards. This is the 342nd one we've put up this year.
Oh, you know, I've heard he's actually a decent lawyer.
I'm sure he is.
I always wanted to do that. Hey, I'll help you clean up. Sorry about that.
Sure.
You guys have been doing a great job. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice beard, though.
Oh, thanks.
All right, here we go. We are back. Good question right here. Who looks more pathetic, Vikings or Bucs? The Bucs by far, dude. I wouldn't say by far, but the Bucs, dude. This is just sad, dude. 34-7, not at all competitive.
Yes. 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 Yeah. Yes.
He's like, both. But here we go. First down and 10. Stafford's going to be under center. They're at the 25-yard line. 9:32 to go in this fourth quarter. They're going to run this thing left side and not a lot there. Fell forward about a half a yard. The Rams should take the starters out, let the backups play a little. Geez, yeah, for real, dude. They really should. This game is just sad. And if you get an injury, dude, that'd be brutal right here. Second down and 9. We're inside 9 minutes to go in this game, and God let it end. Here we go. Stafford's going to be in check it. He's got a man to his left. He's got a man in motion. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. And not a lot there, dude. The Bucs defense is like, hey, no more. We're only allowing 34 points in this game. We have pride. You know what I mean? That's what they're thinking right here. So here we go. Yeah, they're letting this clock tick, 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 and I appreciate it for you, buds. 8:23 to go in this ball game. Third down and 8. They're going to throw it right here, though, dude. They can't help themselves. It's like a kid playing Madden. That's how the Rams play. Third down and 8. Here we go. Stafford. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's got a lot of motion going on right there. They're going to hand this thing off up the middle, and he's going to keep her moving. I don't think he got to the first down, but he might have. I think just short. I think they're going to put it just short. Yeah, that's what it'd be. I'd go for it. If you're going to do it, just do it. Time to ping pong around the MPL's news station on the Vikings. Oh, yeah. See what they're talking about? I should do a whole stream just listening to their radio station. I think that'd be fun. One of my favorite pizza places is Sbarro Pizza. I usually go to the one in the Fox River Mall in Appleton. Delicious pizza. Yeah, don't let anyone tell you differently. You know what I mean? Eat what you like. I don't think Sbarro's bad. I just think being in New York City, you wouldn't eat Sbarro's. You know what I mean? I think it's weird that they have one. Especially on the main strip right there, you know what I mean? Here comes that punt, and it's going to be out of bounds around the 30-yard line. I thought it was weird because, even being in New York, all these places to eat, and there's a McDonald's. It's like, who's eating McDonald's? I thought about eating at McDonald's just to see if it tastes different. Because everything in New York kind of tastes different. It kind of tastes better. Even their local fast food place like Smash Burger and all that stuff. I mean, I know it's not local. I think it's probably a regional thing. I'm sure it's not just in New York, but that place is great. But here we go. Sunday Night Foosball. And they're at commercial. We're going to hang right here. 430 folks watching live with us right here. But here we go. You might as well drink, you know what I mean? You might as well drink. Vinny, you drinking anything?
Yeah, actually. I told you I'd have a soda with a little bit of rum in it. Yeah.
You might want to add some to that thing.
I might have to, yeah. Just for that, I'm going to make you talk.
I'm not saying anything. You can check out the button.
Click the link.
Apple, Spotify, all the places. Check it out. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. We got to reload on there here. How do we keep gaining viewers? I have no idea. 431 folks watching live right now. You know what I mean? This game is just horrible.
Matt is so likable and lovable. Everybody loves watching him.
What's up, Stage? She said, my kid and his wife went 9-10 years ago to Canton. Football Hall of Fame game, I think, Green Bay and Colts. And an hour before they canceled it because something with the paint on the field 2 years later, he said he got a bonus from work in his checking account, but it was a refund from NFL for travel fees, tickets in a hotel. Yeah, I remember that.
When, wasn't it something with those balls or whatever, the rubber balls?
Yeah, they canceled that.
Yeah.
I forget exactly why. But what is up, Daddy? How you doing, bud? We out here, 34-7 ball game over here. We're getting after it. We're having a good time. Look at this Michelob Ultra commercial. They're playing basketball, heading up that Michelob Ultra. I'm not sure that happens in real life. There's like a whole pickup basketball game. Yo, chuck me a Michelob, baby. I don't think it's happening. But here we go. We have a 34-7 ball game. I think both teams just want this to end. I know I want it to end. You want it to end. Everyone wants to just be done with this. But here we sit. I'm going to eat some pizza after this thing, you know what I mean? I think some cheesy bread.
Stop
too.
it.
We got some cheesy bread down
Get
there.
some help.
No, I'm not going to. We got some cheesy bread out there. I saw my wife went shopping, checked the freezer in my last beer run. Ooh, I see that cheesy bread right there. They ain't going to make it. I saw one of your videos from New York that She Said TV was in the video at the Packers bar in New York. Or at least I think it was him. Yeah, Aaron Nagler. There's a Packers bar in New York called Kettle of Fish. Aaron Nagler talked about it all the time. I got to go there. Aaron Nagler was there. A lot of good Packer fans were there. It's a good Packer bar. That place is awesome. If you ever have a chance, if you're in New York, be sure to check it out. But we're going to run over here by the Bucs. Nothing there, dude. Ran into a wall. But, yeah, absolutely.
And a shout out to Aaron also.
Yeah, shout out to Aaron Nagler for sure. He's actually being on a podcast probably in a couple weeks. Is Jesse Stacy, chapter 2 of Diary Chat. Take it easy, Philly boy. Oh, yeah, we already got to that one. Take it easy, Phil. Here we go. 6:36 to go in the fourth quarter over here. Teddy Bridgewater's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at 48 yards to go to the end zone. He's back to throw. He's rolling right. He better roll a little bit quicker. He didn't roll quick. Oh, he threw it like behind his back.
That was a really dangerous throw.
Did you see what he did? He just threw it behind his back. He's like, who cares? We're down 34-7.
Take it. Yeah.
That was awesome. That was a real NFL play. He's getting sacked. He's getting stiff-armed. No, he didn't throw it behind his back. He threw it forward. He threw it forward like that, but still. I thought that was behind his back. I was like, dude, that's awesome. This is the NFL, bud. But try to make something happen over there. Sliding over to Facebook to start a war. There you go. I like that mentality. You know what I mean? Here we go. 3rd down and 10. Quick pass left side. Not a lot there. 6:13 to go in the fourth quarter.
Philly's going into battle.
What?
Philly's going into battle, huh?
Yeah, he's in battle mode right here. 430 folks watch live because he left. It was at 4:31. He left. And now he's coming back. Let's see if it is he on Facebook now? What did he say? Stacey and Jesse have a gift of words. I am jealous. I don't even know what's going on here. No, back to 431 folks watching live. Here we go. 4th down and 7. Here comes the punting crew over here. 5:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes the punt. Are we going to have a good return? No fair catch so far. I don't see it. And that ball is going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. You know what I mean? A little touchback. You know what I mean? A little touch on the back. I don't know. This game's boring. Here we go. 5:26 to go in the fourth quarter. Phil, I can't with you. All right. 5:26 to go. 34-7 ball game. They're at a little timeout over here. A little commercial players on the right side. I kind of like that when they do that. Makes you feel like it's not going to be too long. You know what I mean? Gives you hope not to have to watch these things. But here we go. Matthew Stafford's going to be out here. Still on the field. Still playing. I don't know why, dude. Why? 5:26 to go. You're up 34-7. You're playing against a backup quarterback, and they're still got their quarterback in. Here we go. They're going to have a run left side. That's going to be close to the first down where he gets slammed out of bounds.
Remember, the Packers always did that with Favre and with Rodgers, too. kept them in as long as they could, you know.
I mean, not always, because I remember that game, like Rodgers threw like 5 touchdowns against the Bears in like the first half or whatever. They took him out because they were like, he could have thrown like 7. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't like
Favre was
I get
always
like
in.
taking him out. I get not taking him out too early because, you know, the game could change. That kind of ruins the momentum. You don't want to get too early with it. But you're in the fourth quarter. You're under 5 minutes to go. You're up 34-7. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get keeping your players in harm's way like that. But, you know, they're trying to keep that mentality like, you know, 60 minutes football. I get that. But, you know, one injury away. Here we go. Stafford's going to be under center. He's got a man in motion. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and that's going to be a first down for the Los Angeles Rams. Has Vinny ever been to New York? Have you been to New York there, Vinny?
No, I have never been to New York. The furthest stuff I've been on the East Coast is North Carolina.
So where have you all been? You been to some cool places?
Oh, yeah. I've been pretty much all over the country except for the far West Coast and the upper East Coast. So like Vegas, Arizona. Well, Arizona, Nevada.
Been to Vegas?
Oh, yeah. I had a layover in Vegas for three days. That was
gambling?
awesome. Oh, yeah.
Prostitutes?
No.
All right.
I plead the fifth, but no.
You know,
but I used to live
we're trying to spice it up a little bit.
But I've been up and down. Like I used to live in Florida, so I've been up and down through that way quite a bit. And I drove truck for 7 years.
Oh,
the United Van Line. So I've been all over, yeah.
Donnie said, you got to do this every Sunday Night Football. I think we do some. We don't do all of them, but maybe we'll do more. I always try to avoid the bad games. And I thought this game would be good, and then we didn't do a good job avoiding the bad games.
Well, if the Packers...
We're still having fun. I appreciate everyone in the chat. Vinny, we're still having a good time. This is kind of a stinker of a game, but we're still...
if the Packers play at like the 3:20 game, we won't do a Sunday.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do like back-to-back games like that.
Yeah.
But here we go. We're going to have a run up the middle over here. He's trying to bounce this thing left side, and he got a little decent gain over here. And that's going to be, that was 2nd and 15. That's going to be 3rd down. And I assume like 10, maybe 9, 8, somewhere in there. I don't know. We'll find out. We demand more Robert East. Oh, here he goes. I'm here, Philly cheesehead. That's awesome. The very next comment. We're having a good time over here. Donnie, what are we gonna do with this Bears team? The Bears won't be a problem. Let me tell you, dude. Especially when the Packers play the Bears, they're gonna teach them. But the Eagles are gonna teach the Bears next week. The Bears ain't an issue. Chicago is 325. 25. I ain't got no dance. I'm trying to do it. Wait. What's the dance they're gonna get? There we go. 4th down. 2-minute warning over here.
2 minutes to go, man. We've only got 2 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, how about the commercial? Because I have to urinate.
And that was brought to you by...
I tried to say that as clean as possible.
That announcement was brought to you by Nicolet Law.
Yeah, right. Sometimes you just got to drop one off. You know what I mean?
When you got to go, you got to go.
You know what I mean? That's absolutely the best answer. The only correct answer, you know what I mean? 434 folks watching live now. We're going up in viewers. 436. We just popped up 2 more viewers. Shout out to the 2 viewers who just popped in this thing, you know what I mean? We have a 30-7 ball game. Oh, okay. They got like a birthday party going on over here. 500. Chris Collinsworth, 500 years old. I know he's been doing this for a long time. You know what I mean? But I didn't know he was 500 years old.
He's 500 years old?
I don't know what's going on here.
Is that what you said?
They gave him a cake with 500. All right, so here we go. 2 minutes. I think they just talked to the whole 2-minute warning. I couldn't even pee. They didn't go to commercial.
Hey, we just gained another viewer. So
Yes!
There we go.
Yeah!
We're gaining viewers, baby.
Come on! Yes! Come on!
437 folks watching live across all the places.
Oh no, we just lost one.
Oh,
come on.
They're like, yeah, these people are thirsty. I don't want to be.
Way to go, Vinny. Scared them off.
Like Ron Talk Sports holding the West Metro down in Minnesota. Ron Talk Sports is fantastic. Does a good job. Everyone should follow him over on Facebook, YouTube, all the places. He does good stuff. Like him. Good man. Good family dude. You know what I mean? Coaches some kids sports. I think hockey. So shout out to Ron Talk Sports over there. But here we go. 147 to go in this ball game. It's first down and 10. Bridgewater's going to hand this thing off. They're going to run this thing left side, and thank God they did. Let's not stop the clock no more.
Oh, is this his 500th broadcast?
Oh, it's the 500th broadcast? That makes
Maybe
sense.
That's what it is.
Yep. It's 500th broadcast. No, I like Collinsworth. People talk trash about Collinsworth all the time, but he's been doing it a long time. And, you know what I mean? I don't really get worked up too much about the commentators. I'm watching the game, and you kind of hear them. But now that I do like the watch parties, I don't really hear them too much anyway, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
But, oh, Ron Talk Sports, there we go, buddy. I didn't know that you were in here. Maybe that's why I mentioned it. See, even when I didn't know you were here, I was still talking nice about you. Here we go. We're gonna have
You should hear what he says about you before we go live.
Unreal.
Quiet, Vinny. He's gonna mute me any second.
Unreal. Have to mute the producer.
Billy.
For Trivia Friday, I think it should be Matt versus Jimmy Christensen. That would be cool. Yeah, maybe somehow we do that. But we'll have a one this Friday. Doing a Thanksgiving thing. But here we go. We have 33 seconds to go in this ball game. Thank God for it.
We still promised Ivan would defend his title that Philly. I think Philly was the one that said I stripped it from Ivan.
Yeah, when we get
back. It was unfair, but yeah.
Where the heck is Marshawn Lloyd, Remy? You think we will trot him out on Turkey Day? Gobble, gobble. I'm not sure. I think that his injury might be a little more severe than that.
Matt, the game's over, Matt. It's over. We're
that
free.
Game is over. 34-7. That's the final here. Los Angeles Rams beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on a real thrilling game. Dude, I really appreciate everyone who watches these things and watches me live. I appreciate it, especially like a stinker fest like this. But I appreciate everyone who rocks with me because without the people commenting, without people watching, this isn't fun. You know, I mean, just talking to myself. So I appreciate y'all severely. Philly Boy, Ron Talk Sports, everyone who's been hanging with us tonight. You know what I mean? Jesse. I'm trying to scroll up here and try to find out everyone. Danny. And everyone, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. We're out of this thing. Appreciate you. Make sure you tap that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already, and follow and all the good things. And we are out. Boo! Go back.
See you tomorrow night, everybody.